2019 guy. I don't need drugs to get high. I have Soylent and wine. I respect girls by getting friend zoned and deny. I think about them and cry. I am totally fine. Testosterone's low, feelings high. That's how you know I am truly 2019 guy. My dick's not big, my girlfriend fucks my friend. You say I'm down on my luck, I say it's a win-win. 'Cause I'm a cock, and I hope he fucks her good. In a way I wish I could. I just want to walk. Hello, hi, I'm a 2019 guy. I think science is a lie. I am offended online. I'm fragile and shy. I don't really go outside. I don't have friends, that's why I am offended all the time. My dick's not big, my girlfriend fucks my friend. You say I'm down on my luck, I say it's a win-win. 'Cause I'm a cock, and I hope he fucks her good. In a way I wish I could.
Dick's not big, so I fucked his friend. I say he's down on his luck. He says it's no win-win.
'Cause I'm a cock, and I hope he fucks her good. In a way I wish I could. I just want to walk. I love you, girl, but I hate your man. I'll break his neck, break his dick, and then take your hand. Kick his shins, clench my fists, and make a wish that he won't hurt me. 6'5", but he's still a bitch. Big muscles, but he's weeding at junior shit. Trench coat, axe spraying, I'll end it today. He stands in my way of you, so I'll just break his face. No other way. Nice guys got bad, so right away. Look at me now, take me. You'll see I'm the only guy you'll ever need. Mom said I can stay out late. I'm going right to your boyfriend's place. I hope he's home 'cause I'm ready to fight. It'd be weird if I came at a bad time. Oh good, he's home fucking the girl I'm doing all this for. Now she knows about our war, battle for her heart. So I'll just break his face. No other way. Nice guys got bad. We fight to
This production is nuts. Oh, we're going. Hey, hey, hey! It's the map pool showcase day, baby. So I'm
Solid
joining.
start.
Yeah, I didn't know we were coming in
Solid
so
start.
hot. The production is
we're-
nuts. The production is
yeah.
absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
So
we've been
yeah.
working on it all day, but yeah,
Yeah,
finally here.
You could go, Nairo. You can go.
Yeah, we're finally here. It's been 8 months working on this map pool. Been working on the production for just all day, and now we're here. We had the crazy Big D run, and you won the Rocket League tournament.
Mhm.
It's been a big day, but now to end it all off, we have some big stuff to show.
yeah, this will be a nice cherry on top of a crazy day. So if you guys watched the thank you for the fat anonymous 50 gift subs, huge, thank you, holy shit. Yeah, if you guys watched the video I posted today, you will have seen the highlights from last year's OSU tournament. So that was put on mainly by Nayanaro, who headed up all of like the finding of people, the organization, and getting everyone together, putting it on. And then we decided to do it bigger this year, and we've even brought in Fiery Rage again, who was my co-commentator for the final day. And we're going to be going over the map pools for the upcoming final bracket on Saturday and Sunday. So it should be fun. And then we have a special premiere at the end of all of it. Ignore all the grease. I'm a little sweaty because it's been 11 hours now. So it's been a while.
It happens to the best of us. Don't worry about it, man. I'm excited to show this pool. We've been working on this, the team and I, and all the TUS players for that matter. We've been working on this for how many months has it been now? 8 months, I think it was, Nero.
Me and Dada have been working on this for 8 or 9 months, and then we brought the test players in April, I think. So you've been in the team for
About 3 months now.
3 months now. So
yeah, and I've just
it's
been
a lot of work.
yeah, I've been working on refining I don't know all the maps. Granted, I haven't looked at all the maps because there's some maps that I just can't play, obviously. But I did look at a decent chunk of them, and I think we're in for some bangers. We're in for some bangers. I think Charlie in particular, you're gonna like some of these a lot. They're gonna be really fun.
Sneak previews. They look really cool, and the music
Yeah,
is
no.
great. Compliments of the gentlemen. You can't ask for more, honestly.
All right.
But yeah,
Well, that said,
are we ready to
Think
get
so.
into the gameplay? Do
we
we have
have 2 players that are gonna be
2 players?
doing this. We have 2 players. As a matter of fact, we have 2 of them, a whole 2.
Perfect.
Uh,
I like that.
Yeah, we have them in a tournament lobby. We're going to be live showcasing you the pool. And we're going to be starting off with one of the later pools, the C pool. And what a better way to start it out than with, I think we're starting with this, right?
Yep, we are starting with. Well, this is the premiere. We're gonna watch the video afterwards again. But the namesake of the tournament, we made it into a song. Dictate and Spaza have been collaborating to create a YouTube poop music video called Charlie's Perfect Math Class. And we even have a special music video.
It's absolutely adorable. Nayanaro sent it to me yesterday. It's so good. It's so good. I like it a lot.
So it is going to be in 4x3 in the showcase. We're going to play the video again once we're all done, so we can see it in its full HD glory. But for now, we're going to be looking at the map by Cloyd. So I'm sure a lot of viewers are going to be familiar with Cloyd. Cloyd is a Japanese mapper. He has been mapping for 10 years now, and he is the perfect choice for this map. So starting off, there's a lot to go on.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening. But to start off, let's talk about the map a little. So this is a Tag 4-esque map meant for single player, Tag being a multiplayer game mode. And Floyd mapped one of those for single player. And
It's just as chaotic as you might think it is.
Exactly.
Now, is this like a 50-star map here, you think? Like one of the hardest of all time?
It is the hardest of all time. It is actually 6.9 stars, if we want to be accurate, which is awfully thematic.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, I like that.
Boshiman actually deciding to play with Hard Rock for the showcase, which does make it somewhere around 8 stars. This is in fact a showcase. This is not a competitive match between these two players. They graciously lent their time so that we can watch them play these maps, because we need good players to play these maps. These maps are very hard.
Yeah, you're gonna
Exactly what
see.
we want.
Yeah, you're gonna see just how hard some of these maps get. Because, fun fact, this isn't the hardest map in the pool.
Oh, this is so nice. This is just such a classic YouTube poop. I love that they captured pretty much every aesthetic and everything that an old YouTube poop would have. It's perfect.
It's just right back in the era of like early or late 2000s, just a million Toho remixes, YouTube poops, all that sort of stuff. It's beautiful.
And yeah, that's going to be it. That's the first map of Pool C. We're going to go in a bit of an order. So we have 33 maps total, and that was the first one. And the next one, okay. We're going right back into it. It's going to be another banger.
This one I have a lot to say about. This is one of my favorite maps in the pool.
So, I'm getting goosebumps. I am so happy about this because we got Saten, the real Saten, to make Meikai no Shisha by Ariabolize. It is 300 BPM, 8 stars, and I just love this map. We have the real Saten, and
Bro, you're saying that like anyone's gonna know who he is.
okay.
No,
there
I
are gonna
can
be
see
a lot
chat
of
going
OSU.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see chat going crazy there.
We have some. So if you don't know Saten, you might know some of Saten's maps. Koko no Sose is a famous one that we actually saw in the group stage. Those weren't streamed officially, but there were some player perspectives. But there are some very famous song maps, and characteristic of Saten, very clean geometry and crazy spacing.
Yeah, in particular, the spacing towards near the end of the map, in particular for this one, gets absolutely ridiculous. But as it stands right now, this what you're seeing is pretty much what you get for most of the map. It's a relatively, mostly straightforward pick that tests your aim consistency as well as your rhythm consistency.
Now we're getting into the first chorus. So this map, as Fiery said, it does get harder towards the end. Saten is one of those mappers that likes to make the map harder as it goes. So we let him do it. And the map gets absolutely ridiculous towards the end. Players are doing pretty good right now, but we're going to see those accuracies drop towards the end.
Yeah, this was
Shout out
300
to Keto,
BPM,
though.
right?
Yep, 300 BPM.
So what you're seeing is basically 150 BPM streams that all these players are snapping to right now. It is pretty hard, pretty difficult. It's just about to get just a tad more difficult on top of that.
Taquito FC? Am I seeing
That
that
is,
right?
I know it's a reverse choke for now, but yeah, this combo is actually kind of nuts from him. I'm not gonna lie.
Taquito kind of good at the game.
We're supposed to be showing how hard these maps are, man. You can't just do this.
Yeah, he's kind of coming in here making us look real weak.
What the hell? You
When
can't
is he
do
gonna hit the second chorus? Because the second
Yeah.
chorus is harder than the first. We have a lot of these back and forths right here, and oh my god, they're hitting them.
Oh my god. Okay, this is actually getting a bit interesting. Okay, he's gonna miss on that triangle, unfortunately. So there goes a combo. Babashi. Now hold. Okay, and right when I say that, that's what I get for saying anything. My bad, guys. I am the famous caster curse, and OSU does not leave wherever I go.
I believe deeply in caster curses and superstition and everything, so I've no doubt you absolutely just ruined that man's combo.
Oh, I do it quite often. I could make a compilation of it at this point. But yeah, we're going to be starting to get into the part of the map that starts going balls off the wall hard now. So let's see it.
Taquito hit that start. Wait, no, you didn't hit that, Taquito.
What?
You did not.
Wait a second.
Wait, no, you... What?
Wait, he's actually going in. What is this?
Wait.
He's going in. Somebody get this man some water. He's on fire.
Are they competing on Saturday? Are they there?
Unfortunately, no.
They
Taquito
both
did not
got
qualify.
Okay.
That was a crazy play from Taquito on that. Like that is like probably what that's probably what we'll see from a lot of the top players. And Taquito just did that in a friendly show match.
I like that. I like to see the sweat. I like people getting real grimy with it on show day.
Right, so next we have a song that's a little bit more on the calm side, but the map, definitely not. This is Mad Piano Party, and the map is by Penic. This is a reading map. It is a read streaming map, and it is incredibly hard. The note density goes just way through the roof, and you're gonna have a tough time reading all this.
Yeah, we mentioned that, like, I believe with one of the matches last year, the grand finals, as a matter of fact, between Vaxane and Arnold, we had, I believe, a map called Magic Girl Hard Rock Double Time, where you could barely see the circles as they were approaching. This time, you can see the circles way before they're approaching, but that's why it's hard. There's just sensory overload. And you're seeing it in Dividends right now. For the record, I have not actually seen this map.
Yeah, Fiery, not of the hidden skill set, so I can talk about it a little more since I can actually play this map. But as we can see, there's a lot of overlapping streams, so those streams go on top of each other, and you have to figure out like the pattern in which they go in, which is very hard because the objects are on the screen for a long time and they disappear for a long time, so that it's extra hard. Penic, really good at mapping stuff like this. The geometry is really nice to look at, especially in some of the stream sections. So
This is
right
ridiculous. Oh my god.
Patterns, they're very nice. And Taquito actually comboing that stream, that's one of the harder ones. Very impressive.
You guys went insane with this reading pick. What in the world is this? I did not even realize this was. Oh my god.
You guys are. You just mentioned you haven't played this map before. Have you played every map, Nainaro?
I've similar to Fire Rage, I've played every map that I'm capable of playing.
Okay.
So OSU is very much a game of skill sets, right? People are good at different things. Even though, to the untrained eye, that might not seem to be the case, as it's just clicking circles. But as we just saw, both Boshiman and Taquito were much better at the previous map than they were at this one, as neither player is necessarily good at low approach rate hidden, but both players are really good at aim and alternating, which is what the last map tested.
Okay, that
So
makes sense.
there's a lot of skill set, and I think me and Fire Rage can pretty much cover most of the maps.
Not this one.
Not this one. Okay. Neither I or Fire Rage can play this map because this map is.
This map is very fast.
And
I like
both
fast maps.
me and-
Yeah.
Both me and Fire Rage are very slow.
What's your bread and butter, Fire Rage? I know you mentioned it last time, but I can't recall off the top of my head.
Well, it's what you saw prior, the Satin map. That one is definitely my bread and butter. Just that sort of low density aim map. That stuff is pretty nice. And just flow aim in general, like the stuff which there's big streams. That's flow aim.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and for myself, it's maps like the one we just saw, the Panic one. I'm good at low approach rate hitting and reading. That's my main skill set. I can do stuff like alt maps as well, but I'm pretty much just good at reading at like a high level. So,
All right, perfect. You're triple digits now, right? Double digits even?
Fire Rage, I believe, is double digits.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
You are not?
I-
You dropped to 3 digits?
Yeah, no, I dropped a 3-digit.
Well,
I have not. I have
Yeah.
not farmed in a while.
Yeah, same here. I have dropped quite a bit in my rank over the last 4 years, so neither of us exactly farmed maps. But we are now getting into Lean Into the Wind, sung by Aether Realm, mapped by LMT. So LMT is known for mapping these metal songs with a lot of sharp angles. LMT does really good sharp angle snapping, really good how would I say this, like strength. So there's going to be a lot of circles into triples into streams. That's really hard for your hands. So as we see right now, this is a long stream. That's really hard. And,
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those.
Those are tough.
Yeah, this is a map designed for the players that are very comfortable at streaming high BPMs. I believe the BPM on this is around 235,
Yeah,
which is
it's
quite
super
fast. You're basically tapping 2 fingers at the rate of 235 beats per minute. I don't know exactly the math on how much that is per second, but it's a lot.
So
and it is very
the
hard.
BPM times 4 per minute. So you are tapping off the top of my head. That is quick maths. 932 times per minute. That's
Jesus
speed.
Christ.
So that is the speed at which we are seeing this map off the top of my head. My math might have been slightly off, but and this map also has slightly variable BPM because the song isn't played to like a perfect metronome, so it does like shift slightly. But that's how fast it is right now. As you can see, those streams are very, very fast.
Yeah, this is a lot of meat here. I'm really happy this is here, though. I actually saw this band in concert once. Back when I just left college, they performed with Necrogoblicon at a local dive bar. It was cool. It's a good song.
Yeah, both of these guys, both of the guys you just mentioned, Necrogoblicon as well, is a featured artist.
Yeah, they're
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both
both
featured
of them are
artists.
featured
I'm not too sure if we have a Necrogoblicon song in the pool, though.
Yeah, not off the top of my head that I remember, but we did have one last year. We did have
Yeah.
the Skin Thief. We had the Skin Thief last year. So, as mentioned, featured artist, all of the songs you see today are of featured artists, or they're completely new songs made for the tournament. So, we're pretty good on the copyright side of things, hopefully.
Yeah, I believe
perfect.
it's two new songs, and we saw one of them. There's another one that is
There's another one.
in Pool B. But hey,
And
look,
now-
Charlie!
Oh,
Look!
that's so good. A featured artist as well as a Grammy-nominated award-winning band. Like, you can't ask for better music than that, honestly. That's
Can't
so
forget the Hunger
good.
Game.
So, I love
And
this
the
song.
Hunger
Almost Oscar.
I was snubbed that year. We all know I was snubbed that year, but we don't need to open up old wounds. We'll get there next time. We still got the prequel.
So, the gentleman, your boyfriend does not scare me. Not scared of that boyfriend.
Mhm.
This is
We also
a
got
map
the
by Kalabe, difficulty name Daydream. It is a force mod map, so you have to pick a mod. Either we're probably going to see just hidden or hard rock, or a combination of the two. I don't think we're going to see any easies or flashlights. But yeah, this is an aim map. Big jumps, forward angles, exactly what you expect from Kalabe. Of course, we have the video in the background.
Oh yeah, you have to. Honestly.
Yeah, this pick, a lot more focused on general aim consistency. We'll be seeing pretty much most players at this caliber be comfortable with these types of maps. This is probably going to be one of the maps that you'll see quite a number of good scores on, as we're seeing, well, both these players having a pretty good start for now. Just the accuracy from Boshi Man with that hard rock, as that does make it OD10.
That's
I
right.
don't know if you want to go into that.
And so accuracy in OSU is pretty interesting. So it's based on the OD stat, which you can see on the bottom right of the screen. It says OD 8.5. And the higher the OD, the smaller the hit window is to get a 300. That means every time a 300 is on the screen, you can see those. That means the player got like max accuracy on that circle. And on OD10, which is what Boshi Man is currently on, as Hard Rock increases OD, the hit window is slightly under 2 frames in 60 FPS. So slightly over 2 frames. So it's slightly under 40 milliseconds. That's how precise you have to be every time Boshi Man gets a 300 on the left there. For Taquito, it's a bit more lenient since he's on hidden, but that's 2 frames. That's really precise.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, this song is timed to a metronome.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey, don't thank me. I'm actually a giant musical idiot. Troy does all the music. I had to learn how a metronome works and how to sing to it. I didn't even know what that shit was, man.
Oh, that's awesome. And I appreciate that you learned that, because there are some other songs that aren't timed perfectly to a metronome, like this one is. And those are going to be a lot harder to act.
Not this one, but
There's some songs in this map pool that
I know which one you're talking about.
We spend a lot of time with Fiery Rage. I think between the two of us, we spent a total of, 8 hours timing it?
Probably, and somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
we spent 8 hours going through the metronome, like what the song is, because it changes so much because the song wasn't played perfectly. So it took us 8 hours to get that done. So that's going to be a lot harder to get accuracy on. But not for this song, because thank you, the gentleman. Thank you, Charlie, for singing according to the beat.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for that.
We were so focused on that we just kind of forgot about the entire map in general. But yeah, as you saw, it's pretty much just an aim map.
Yeah. There's it's pretty reminiscent of what the song supports. You know, the song is 1/3 the 1/3 beat just jumps. That's what you see in the map.
This video pops off.
Oh, that
No,
video
don't
went
hit
so
me.
hard.
Oh!
I even-
Sucker punch!
I actually hung real dong in that scene with the towel. I laid it all on the line, baby.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow, Charlie, are you a professional boxer? I heard you commentating some boxing events. That was a really good punch.
Oh yeah, well I've been studying the art of combat for a minute. Especially if you heard the boxing commentary, I'm quite well read when it comes to fighting.
Very impressive. Good punch.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. That's Kevin, the backyard scientist, right there. That guy's also a high caliber actor. I was able to scout out that talent, and man, we were just honored to have him. He did a great job.
But now I think we have a bit of a fan favorite song coming up from at least the OSU crowd. We have White Peak by Zai. That's how it's pronounced, actually. It's Zai.
Zai is everyone knows this artist. You've heard of Blue Zenith, you've heard of Freedom Dive. If you've heard any of those songs, then you pretty much know what you're getting into on this. This is the stream-oriented flow aim pick, is what I was talking about earlier, with a lot of these space streams that we're going to be seeing pretty much throughout the entire map. That is its main focus.
And the mapper is Godkin. Some of you may recognize the name, but some might also recognize the name Chansey. That was Godkin's previous name. And that is the mapper of Honesty, the original. So if you know Guy's Honesty, that is the same mapper. So I have a lot of stream mapping experience here.
We also had that map in.
Now we
Oh
have
yeah, that's a funny
here.
slider, by the way. don't get caught up by that slider.
Yeah, they both broke on that slider. Jesus, I came in so hot.
Can we talk about this background for a moment? So, can you believe it or not, Gopkin created this background themselves.
I can believe it.
Jesus, that's very talented.
Yeah, it's Gopkin, very talented artist. Incredible, truly. This map actually had quite a bit of debate in the mapping channel between the mapful team, the test playing team, and the mapper. There was a single slider that we talked maybe for a couple of hours in total. So we're gonna see that soon. I wonder if the players are gonna break on it. It's a pretty funny slider. Yeah, we'll see in just a minute.
Is it another one of the wiener sliders? I remember you guys implemented some like penises for Skynet back in the day.
We actually had a penis slider in Charlie's Perfect Math class, the first map we saw. I don't know if you spotted it, but there was a penis slider there. There was one in hidden. I think it was in the part where you say, "My cock is throbbing," or something like that.
Oh, I must have missed it. Oh, that's,
Yeah,
It's very
I'll
subtle.
have to catch it
It's
next
very
time. Yeah. In Skynet, you guys had it like linger on wiener. Like
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it was there for a minute.
Yeah, we actually had that as well for another gentleman. Which one was it? It was the Fonjin one. Oh, they both hit the slider! Okay, it's right there. They both hit it. I'm very impressed. So the small changes we made, let's go. I'm happy.
Alright, let's go, Bashi. Let's go. He hit that. Bashi's going in right now.
Yo, Bashi kinda good right now.
He
Actually-
loves some flow aim. He loves some space streams. Look at this guy go.
Bashi, man.
Look at this man.
Yo, Bashi.
He's gonna be breaking up that one, but that one gets the spacing on this just gets absolutely ridiculous. So I don't imagine we'll be seeing FCs on this map. I could just be eating my own words in like the next week, but
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of good stream players. We saw White Cat FC Reason in the group stage.
yeah, Reason is for those unaware, that is a very, I'd say, relatively well known in the community. Relatively well known space stream map, which basically has the spacing throughout its entire map.
I do think
So-
White Peak is slightly harder than Reason overall, though. So it's gonna be tough for anyone to FC this. I don't think it's gonna happen, but White Cat is very powerful, so you might see it. You know, it is White Peak, so just saying,
Be Destiny.
it could be Destiny.
Oh, Bashi almost hit that ending. What the? Sheesh. Well, that's gonna do it for the stream map in the C pool.
That was the
Going
whole
to be-
sequel?
Yeah, there are 3 pools: the A, B, and C pool. So we are on the C pool right now, and I believe there's about 5 more maps. This one included. This is Aleph Delirium. This is
This is a map. This map's really cool. This was the first map that was actually completed. Mir completed this map all the way last year. So this map has been waiting for half a year to be showed here.
Oh.
And it's impressive.
I love this map. I love this map.
It
There
is-
are. This is a map that focuses a lot on cursor control and slider aim. So, if you're familiar with OSU tournament terminologies, tech is the best way to describe this. A lot of spacing changes pretty much throughout the entire map. Abrupt spacing changes, fast sliders, patterns like that where you have to zigzag. There is it has it all. And we'll be starting to see some of those patterns relatively soon. This beginning is a bit more tame in
Yeah,
comparison.
the beginning is relatively easy. And a lot of the map is very reminiscent of Hanzer, if you're familiar with Hanzer maps. So there's a kind of like Hanzer doubles in a way where you have double and then you have a weird spacing and then you have another double. So Free Song's Rolling Death, that's another map that's similar in a sense. This one, the spacing between the doubles is actually quite low and it's just extremely tricky.
Oh, here we go, by the way. Have fun.
Yeah. All right, so there we can see the tricky spacing right now. Like, right there, the angle was completely not what most people are used to, but it's actually very intricately designed. It plays really well. It's very intuitive.
Well, you're seeing it
yeah.
right now because Keto is popping off right now. This is his home territory. This
Yeah, I
is
was
what
about to
he's
say, he
known
hasn't
as
dropped.
as a player.
It was so good.
This is literally his type of map. He plays these maps for breakfast, and he is absolutely showing it right now. He is just destroying this map. These back and forths are very hard to hit, for the record. That was actually crazy from Taquito on that. But yeah, the map is
Patterns
pretty.
are so smooth. I love them.
Yeah, it's pretty much this map for most of the time. I believe we're going to be getting up to a break soon, which the players can see their score. I thoughtfully added that. I thoughtfully had Mir add that break there so that players could get nervous during the map.
Ooh. I like that. You have to keep strong mental.
Right, yeah, here's
Yeah,
the break.
right here. So at this point, the leaderboard would be on, and you would be seeing the score lines as Bashi has just written. He's good.
He's good. Taquito is
good.
very good at it.
He is good. Yeah, you'd be able to see the score line from that point. You'd be able to see if you're in the lead or not, or how close it is. And if it ends up being close, then hey, maybe this latter section of the map not going to be really too kind to you.
So one interesting note here that a lot of viewers might be wondering, is I expect we have a lot of newer viewers here who haven't really seen much of OSU, but there is a blue, green, and yellow bar on the bottom of each player's screen. That is what we call the unstable rate bar, or UR bar, as it's colloquially known. And if there's a white line in the middle, and what that white line in the middle is a perfect hit. And all those other lines are wherever in the hit window each player clicked. So every line that appears there, the closer it is to the white line, the better their current accuracy is. Not their total accuracy throughout the entire map, but how it is currently. And if we look at Taquito's UR bar, for this map, it's very, very good. It's very close to that white line there in the middle. That's going to be Delirium. Really nice.
Yeah, you
map.
went
That's-
insano style on that. Oh my
That
god.
was so
Yeah.
impressive for Taquito.
That
Was that-
accuracy is great.
Was that bar there last year? I actually don't remember that.
I believe it was. We might have skinned it out, but I don't. It
Yeah.
probably wasn't as big, but it was
Yeah,
there. I'm pretty
we
sure.
did have the bar last year as well, but it's easy to not notice since you're looking at the gameplay.
True. That's probably what it was. I was just looking at like the actual hits.
Yeah, but if you want to see just how accurate someone is, just look at that bar down there, and you can tell pretty easy. But
Anyway,
we have our next map. It is going to be
On to-
Too Punk to Suck. Difficulty name is incredible. It is holy shit. It's Moist Man. Those who know the reference. But that is going to be the difficulty name of the next map here. It is by the one and only Miss Magius, also known as Blue Dragon. And I
Good
love
background.
this. Can we talk about
Good
this background?
That's
Can we
so
talk about
nice.
it?
That looks great. That's so much better than like the Damien Hirst Drake album cover and all that. That looks much better. That's so much better.
Wait, true though, actually.
Really true. So yes, this map is big jump, as you would expect from this Magius mapping. It has big jump,
Yeah.
chiptune, very reminiscent of the map that the diff name is referencing. Those who know. But right now we
Yeah,
get into the stream section. This is going to be one of the harder parts of the map, especially for Fiery Rage. And oh, it looks like Boshiman is going to be missing.
I believe we actually played a couple of Blue Dragon maps as well when you were streaming this game last, Charlie. I think we played a Big Black at one point. That was the, yeah, that is, this is made by the same mapper of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this
And
is the Big Black.
Taquito is playing the game right now. I'm not really sure what to say about that.
These jumps are huge.
Yeah, this is the aim pick, the aim-oriented pick. This is where we're going to be seeing a lot of those highlight clips from players.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's only a minute in length, and it's pretty intense throughout, as you saw.
Yeah.
Big jumps throughout the entire map, but now we get into a bit of a banger here. At least personally, it's going to be humans and yokai traversing the canal from Kishinjo set number 3. It's by Rin, and we're going to have a very insane, crazy diff name, because this map is a collab. This is a collab by Half Splashed and Yaspo, together known as Hasplasho. So it's the Hasplasho's Human X Yokai collab. Very long text there. But this is the hard rock precision pick. Lots of really difficult rhythms. Like, this song is crazy.
This is a Toho remix, by the way, for those unaware.
It is a Toho arrangement of a song of the same name. This is from Double Dealing Character. It is the this is the stage 2 theme. Yes, this is the stage 2 theme.
I wouldn't know. I don't think so.
This is the stage 2 theme. As we see
Toho's
Seki
so
Bonki.
good.
Seki Bonki.
I need to play it.
So here we see these rhythms. These rhythms are crazy. So this map sort of just not randomly, but the song kind of just switches between 1/4 beat, 1/3 beat, and 1/6 beat.
If you're familiar with house songs, this is very reminiscent of that. A lot of rhythm changes, pretty much just constantly throughout this.
And we can see that in the accuracy. So as we said earlier, since this is with hard rock, this is OD10. So they have it was a slightly more than a 2-frame window to hit these notes with a 300. And with the rhythm changes of this song, coupled with that, accuracy is extremely hard to come by. You're going to see a lot of hundreds, as we already see. There's 92% on Bashi and 93% on Taquito. That's not, top act, but for this song, this map, it's actually pretty good. Because it's so hard to just grasp the rhythm. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the maps that I imagine we're probably not going to be seeing that many of good accuracies on.
Absolutely. Wait.
This is a pretty nice
Okay,
combo for
can we
Bosch,
talk about
though.
Boshiman combo? Okay, so
Yeah.
Boshiman, this is like his bread and butter. Boshiman is good at like this
Well, that's what you get for saying his name.
precision aim, weird rhythm. This is Boshiman's bread and butter, and he is absolutely going wild on this. Maybe not on the accuracy, but on the aim. Really good stuff.
This map is fun. I really like playing this map when I was test playing for this.
Rin maps by Yaspo and or Half Slashed are so great. If you're ever wondering what you want to play in the game, try some of those. There's quite a few of them by Half Slashed and Yaspo. They're not as hard as this, all of them. This is probably one of the hardest ones. So there's some easier ones for you. We
Oh, here's
actually
a
saw
rhythm
one
change,
last
by the
year
way.
as well. Oh yeah, this rhythm change is crazy.
Like, you can hear it in the song, too.
Yeah, you can hear
just
it.
hear how absolutely messed up some of the rhythms are on this.
But it's still like, it's still so. It's a very chill song, which is weird because it's like so complicated rhythmically. But it is like you are traversing a canal. Like you could absolutely be in a little boat or canoe going through a river.
I can absolutely hear this in like Super Mario Brothers or something. This absolutely
yeah.
sounds like I'd jump into one of the paintings in Super Mario 64 and end up in like the Weeb world or something. This would be something I hear like going through that.
It's defaultly, yeah. It's a lot. I mean, a lot of that comes from the fact that this is a Toho remix, so it definitely has that sort of video gamey feel to it,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
by
yeah.
default.
For those that don't know, Toho's a Bullet Hell series. I think they have more than Bullet Hell, but I know it for its Bullet Hell games.
Yeah.
They have
so
some fighting games.
There are 18 Toho games in the mainline series that are bullet hells, and then there's some spin-offs which are fighting games.
Nice.
And then there's also some spin-offs that are bullet hells, but those are weird. You like take pictures in some of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound very cool.
It's cool, trust me.
All right.
Just
you
trust him.
didn't do a good job of selling it. You just take pictures in anime world, but all right.
Yeah,
Also-
you take pictures of the bullet hell. It's great. It's great.
All right.
I am sorry to interrupt, but I am hearing. We were talking about some bands not playing on metronome.
Oh, we're here.
This is that band.
This is the
this
one
is
that
that
me and
band.
Fiery Rage spent 8 hours total timing. We were just listening to this song, like, we're listening like maybe a 1 second clip over and over and over, timing the metronome. It was, I had a whole spreadsheet with like 200 maybe timing points. Okay, maybe not that many, like 100 timing points. And
It was pain.
It was
But yeah, this is anyway. More onto the map itself. My Sound Life line. For those familiar with Chata, this is one of her works.
Yeah, map by Delis. This is a kind of an older style map. So if you remember Leia from last year, where Arnold absolutely popped off, this is a map where we're going to see Arnold go off if he manages to get to play it. But it's very fast. This is the fastest map we've seen yet. So it's around 250 BPM of double time here. And that's fast. That's 1,000 clicks a minute. Exactly. So we are in fast territory, and it's also hard to read. The timing changes, as mentioned, make it very hard to get good accuracy on, as we can see on both players actually. And the AR8 with the high density, coupled with Delis' old style, is going to make it very hard to read. So you have to go with both speed and reading. You have to be good at both of those.
This is a cool song. I actually really like this song a lot.
My Sound Life makes a lot of these very sort of chill-oriented rock songs, which
Yeah.
that definitely work well with the voice of Chata on these. Yeah, what you're seeing is what you get with this map. Pretty much a what we would consider the speed-oriented map. A lot
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
very fast streams on this.
This is absolutely the fastest map in the map pool in terms of tapping, not in terms of reacting. We'll have a lot of people from last year who watched the grand finals, the Backstage versus Arnold performance. They're going to be excited for the next one.
Oh yeah. It's well, I mean, we'll get into it since this map is already pretty much over. But
This-
next map is a Toho remix, and you remember Magic Girl, right? From the previous tournament, the last map between Vexay and Arnold, the one where you could barely see any of the circles.
That was like half of the tournament for me. Like my brain works at like such a slow rate that half the time they're hitting something, I've only just registered that something was up there.
Well, it's the one that where it's
Yeah.
exponentially faster, where it's like literally like one, like not even like half a second, and it's already gone.
I do remember the finals between
Yeah.
Arnold and Baxter. I do remember that, but I
was
would not
the-
be able to tell you exactly the map that was played.
So,
It was the last map where
Yeah.
Arnold just got completely stomped on by Baxter. And
Yeah.
this is the sequel to that.
This is the
effectively.
sequel, yes. It's well, it's a Japanese title that I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me read it. It is Zenmai Korake by A1 featuring Aki, and that being the same artist as Magic Girl, not the same singer, I think. And map by the same mapper. We actually got Frostborn to map this. And we artificially bumped the AR to 9.7. So not exactly 11, but these circles appear fast. So to put this into perspective, I believe it is around 330 milliseconds from after which the circles appear to when you have to click them.
Holy shit!
So to put a comparison, the average human reaction time, as in like processing to like see if anything is there at all, is around 300 milliseconds. So if we're going through the average human reaction time, after you even realize that the object is there, you have 30 milliseconds time to click it. 30 milliseconds. Approximately.
That's inhuman. Holy shit!
Most people do have. There's a lot of people who do have fast reaction times, let's say around 200 milliseconds, but that's still 130 milliseconds. That's 1/10 of a second you have to aim and click the note. Not even taking into account reading the pattern and realizing what you actually have to do. Like, just thinking about that for a second, if you boot up the game and try to play this as someone who's never played OSU before, the circle will disappear before you even realize it was there.
Yeah, it's like every map for me, 100%. Yeah, this is absolutely wild. So this is the sequel to the map from last time's finals.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
this is the one where Arnold just got.
Destroyed.
Yeah. To put it
Okay.
lightly.
Yeah, to put it lightly, for sure. I'm like saying one missed Magic Girl. My god. But Boshina actually doing pretty well. I'm very impressed by his performance here. They did not have a lot of time to practice this map. But
Yeah, I think like a
now-
385 combo there is pretty solid, especially for
Yeah.
like almost first timing it. Like I think that's great.
For
Yeah.
10 out of those 11 songs that we just heard, there's definitely someone who's heard them before. Like these songs aren't like completely niche or anything, but this one's completely new. This is a long title. Let me read it out. Stellar Proximity Shift by Kanemiko. This is the premiere. This song has been never heard before outside of this map showcase.
Oh, fuck
Team
yeah.
Pulse. And this map is by Real Lazy. So
I could take it from here. We're going to be starting with Pool B. We forgot to mention that. Pool C is done. The 11 maps we just showed are part of Pool C. Starting on to Pool B now with this map. And if you remember that mirror map that we saw from Pool C, this is essentially its counterpart in Pool B here. It's going to be a lot of fast sliders, a lot of cursor control-oriented patterns that we're going to be seeing pretty much throughout this entire map.
yeah, Fire, you mentioned Pool B, so it might be a good time to talk a little bit about the map pool format. So like last year, there are 3 map pools, and one of them is selected for the match. And the way the players do that is by each banning one map pool, and the one that's left is played. If they ban the same one, then it's a random between the other 2 that's left. So that what we just saw was Pool C, and now we are in Pool B. And yeah, we are in Stellar Proximity Shift by Kanemiko. This song is just... it's good.
Oh, he's boogieing over there. Okay, I like that. That's a little move.
As a rhythm game player, songs like this where you just have so much to express yourself when mapping is awesome. Because there's a lot going on in this song. It's really exciting. And Real Lazy, famous for mapping stuff like this. So a lot of people will know Is it OO parts? That's what it's called by Camellia? By Rich?
That was the OWC 2020 Grand Finals map.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah, tiebreaker.
So, this is the
did you
same
watch
mapper.
the-
This is Real Lazy. Real Lazy is very good at mapping stuff like this, and especially mapping like custom songs made for tournaments. So we're gonna get into it right in a moment. The players wanted a little break because those maps were tough, and playing 11 maps just straight on like a gauntlet like that, they need a little 2-minute break. So we're gonna give that to them because their
sense.
hands will be dying.
Especially after the last one. Put him through the ringer on the last one.
On the last two, I'd say. The last two were very brutal on the hands.
Nah, the one before last one was easy. I would have FC'd, let's be honest.
You know what? I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, we are getting into them. Getting into the map here. And as we saw with the mirror map earlier, this is somewhat similar. It is different in a number of ways. The rhythms are very different, and the object composition is less focused around doubles and more focused around awkwardly angled space streams. So we're going to see that in a moment. We're going to see a lot of squares. An accurate comparison would be the map, what's it called? Bookmaker, I think? Is that right, Fire Ridge?
I believe so, yeah. But I don't think a lot of people are going to know what you're talking about on that.
Okay, maybe I'm... true. I'm a nerd. But getting into this...
The general point is that
The general
this map
point is that this map
very...
is very angled. And lots of angled space streams, and we can see those. The sliders as well, really complicated rhythms coming after sliders are just hard when there's so much going on in the song. Like, it's hard to pick up on the rhythm and then click to it. So we're going to see a lot of those slider breaks in parts, especially since the AR is pretty high. 9.7 is... it's not, like, hard to react to for these players, but it will give you less time to process those sliders and those rhythms. So it's going to be pretty tough. And now we're getting into one of the more... this is, you could say, the chorus of the song, if you can even call it that. And oh my god, those streams, they just change at some point.
Yeah, this is the amount of cursor control required on these streams is absolutely ridiculous, to put it lightly. This is where you're going to be seeing players like Taquito really start to shine. They just have absolutely ridiculous cursor control. Like, look at this! Look at him! Look at him go on this section.
He's hitting those. Wait, that's like the hardest part of the map. And he hit those.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy map. Pretty much, as we said with the mirror map, this is a tech-oriented map. Is probably the best way to describe it. Stuff that is unconventional, that you traditionally would not see players really want to play from this game. And Taquito just 3-missed that, by the way. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so I was kind of jamming in the last one, but this is one where I can't stop myself. Like, you are just bobbing your head, just kind of slowly back and forth. Because
overcome with desire to dance. I like that. Yes.
it's
Sure.
very hard to not stand up from my chair right now, because it is Love Solfege Proto Mimesis 14 mapped by Parachute. This is... I shouldn't... These maps are like my children. I shouldn't be allowed to pick favorites, but this is one of my favorites. It's... oh, this map is crazy. So if you remember... what's it called? Vanity Clock. It was in the map pool last year. This is quite similar to that. Same mapper and same artist. And this one's long. This one is 6 minutes. It is Air 8.4 and it is jumpy. There are lots of symmetrical and geometric like jumps where the you'll see in a moment where Parachute has very, very good usage of the playfield. So right now you see right there you see that symmetry across the middle there in both directions. So a lot of mappers will only have vertical symmetry, so they'll only have on the left and right. But Parachute does symmetry both vertically and horizontally in an extremely satisfying way. Like, this map is very pleasant to look at.
You said it's a
real-
6-minute song? This is gonna be brutal.
This is brutal. This is more of the calm parts. There are some bursts here, but there are some sections where there are a lot of jumps in a row.
Yeah, we'll be getting into some of them shortly, but yeah, this is just your general consistency test that players are going to be looking for. If you're comfortable with aim, which, as I said, most players at this caliber are able to aim in some capacity, then you're not going to have not much of a difficult time with this. There are these sort of wide-angle, sudden spacing jumps like these that might trip some players up.
Like Boshiman just now. Boshiman actually supposed to be very good at maps with some low air and aim, and even Boshiman struggling a bit here, missing on there. But now we get into one of the harder parts, I would say. We have these beautiful streams of 5 notes. They're always in a very nice pattern, they're all like on the middle.
Shout out to the smiley face, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically,
That pattern is so nice. I love it. Oh, and Boshiman with the misread, that's something, yeah. The AR in this map is quite low, so players can just misread a note. Yeah, go on, Fire.
yeah, no, I mean, I was just going to be saying, like, I mean, we've pretty much already covered most of the map. The AR is low, so as we said, that factor is going to be playing quite considerably into whether or not you're comfortable on this map. As we saw, Taquito usually taking hidden on maps like these just opts to forego it entirely, just rather would go no mod on this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is free mod. You are allowed to pick mods. And even Taquito, as Fire said, who usually goes hidden, this map is very hard with hidden, and makes it so that I didn't decide to go for it. So,
This is the hard part, by the way.
oh yeah.
One of the hard parts, rather. This is the chorus,
Yeah,
where you just see... This is where the spacing really kicks in, and you just see gigantic spacing on these jumps.
Yeah, that was going across the screen there. That tripped up Taquito.
Oh, it's still gonna go across the screen, don't worry.
And here we actually see the follow points. So there's the follow points there. You could see just the geometric patterns that Parachute uses in the mapping. Like right side, those squares, they are so satisfying to look at. I love them. These small star patterns that are like geometric on their own, and then I could go on for hours about Parachute. Parachute is great.
We're getting a... There's another little slow section here before the map picks up again. Not really any break point or break times for you to really rest. Map just keeps coming and never really stops. I probably could have worded that a lot better. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it was someone.
Oops.
I think that sounded great.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm glad you support me.
Mhm.
I really appreciate it.
Hey, don't you worry. I'm on your side no matter how much you want to come and whatever. Like, I think it's all good.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey,
You really
no
are like
problem.
Jesus, you know that.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, I didn't want to say anything.
Should be getting into, I think, one of the next hard parts relatively shortly here.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, right now.
Right now.
So,
Right
back to
along.
full screen spacing.
The star with... Okay, now we get some of those 5-note streams that are little... that have some wiggles in them in between the jumps, which is so hard.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this map goes really hard on the aim component. If you are not, like, entirely comfortable on aim, you are just not going to have a fun time on this.
It seems so hard to go from one side, touch middle, back to the other. Like, constantly having to, like, go back to middle after a huge jump is so crazy to me.
Yeah, and it's definitely hard. Like, these players are struggling with it right now, and these are some of, like, the best tournament players in the game. Taquito, in particular, is well known in the tournament scene. And they're still struggling with this.
Now we're getting to the end. There's a lot of these 5-note bursts here. They used to be a lot harder, but they were a little too much, so we toned them down slightly, but they're still very hard. As you see right here, these 5-note bursts are tricky. I wonder if they're actually going to full combo this, because they're doing pretty well on them right now.
I mean, this section isn't really that bad, in my opinion. It's mostly the those full screen jump sections in the choruses that you're going to be watching out for on this map in particular.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's going to be...
Ooh, and they both miss on the little ending there, where it slows down in BPM. But yeah, that's going to be it. It's going to be Proto Mimesis 14 by Parachute. A very nice map. Huge fan. But now, this one, we're going to see a lot of activity in the chat. So, Fari, let's talk about 2L.
Well, you can sort of just get the general gist of it just by hearing the song right now.
2L.
2L is a very well-known music composer in the OSU community, not only because he actually plays the game, as far as I know. I'm not sure if he still actively plays right now, but yeah, he is well known for making these rhythm hell maps, as I like to call them, where
Rhythm hell.
you have no idea what rhythm this is following.
I love the difficulty of Beyond Moist.
Yeah, there's a recurring difficulty naming trend. So, with these insane rhythms, we have Beyond and whatever the tournament name is. We can, of course, have Beyond CPMC, and Devious Panda decide to go with the absolutely brilliant Beyond Moist.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was very happy when I heard that. But as you can hear from the song, this song is... I mean, the map is very good at supporting the song, as in, it's very well telegraphed and clear. It's just that the song isn't.
Yeah, the song is just constantly changing rhythm, and you have to pretty much account for that while you tap.
Now, does this guy make the music for OSU, or is this just music that they're making and it happens to translate to this rhythm hell in OSU?
It happens to translate, but they have made one song, I believe, which was custom mapped for, I believe, a Tycho tournament.
That's right. Asteroid? Was it Asteroid Field of Decaplets?
Yeah, it was Decaplets, yes.
Alright, so yeah, that one... I think there was another one as well. That was a collab. But yeah, this... while these aren't made for OSU and they're mainly made for listening, 2L is a rhythm game player. 2L is very good at, like, 2DX and BMS as far as I'm aware. So it makes sense for a rhythm game player to enjoy this kind of music and compose it themselves.
Yeah.
Because I actually really like these songs. I have these on my Spotify playlist. And they're so cool. I love listening and dancing to these. There's a great video of a guy dancing to one of these songs. It's great, trust me.
What does the dancing look like? I feel like it'd be so hard to dance to something like that.
It's like jittering back and forth.
I get you. Because if I tried, it'd look like an exorcism. Someone would absolutely be concerned.
Ooh. And yeah, 2L was actually a UB champion as well in there's some UB competitions. So 2L, the composer, is a very seasoned rhythm game player. And while the song may seem crazy and unpredictable, it's actually somewhat makes sense as the rhythm repeats over
Can we talk about
a certain
Taquito for a
period.
second? Can we talk about Taquito for a second? Because
Yeah,
he just
Taquito
hit that
kinda got a
entire
combo.
ending.
Yeah, he kind of got a combo. Oh my god, and then he missed the end.
Well, to be fair, this is just listen to the song here. That is very hard to tap to.
Yeah, that song is insane. And little spoiler for the future, that is not the only 2L song we'll be seeing. But now we're going to be going to another map by Rin, It's going to be Voyage 1970 from Toho 8. It's going to be the Stage 6 boss last word theme. This is specifically for the last spell card of the boss fight in Toho, the final boss fight in Toho 6. And Jenny drew the background herself. Could you believe it?
Oh my lord! That talent is unreal.
That little bunny in the tree.
Yeah, it's like
Go.
out of Chalk Zone.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is the double time. This is basically the stream map in this pool. A bit higher on the BPM side for this one, around 210, I believe, rather than the
slightly
191 that we saw.
Right.
But the general concept is the same, with
And
flow aim test and stamina being.
This is one of the harder maps that we will see in this tournament, I would say. Some of these maps are harder than others, and this map is ridiculous. It's basically just one huge stream. There's some sliders mixed in because we told Jenny to nerf it because it was too hard. It used to be harder.
Yeah, you can
It's
see
still
the
pretty hard.
accuracy all over the place. Like, oh my god.
This map is one big stream. It's a very nice map, but it's just so hard. It just keeps going.
Yeah, this is not really. I'd say
And
either. of these players
now we get to the hard part. That was the easy part, believe it or not. And yeah, it kind of speaks for itself. Let's be real. A couple of cool things that Jenny does when she's mapping. She has what is called follow point spacing. So whenever there's a bigger jump, they are distanced a certain amount of follow points apart. That's pretty cool. But it's streamed, so we won't actually see most of that. But yeah, this map's very hard.
Yeah, this map just speaks for itself, honestly. The amount of changes in spacing, you can just see it reflected in the scores of these players. Granted, this isn't necessarily their skill set, but
Yeah.
this map is very hard.
Holy
But-
shit.
Now we have a bit of a fan favorite from the moistcr1tikal crowd. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
this one
Perfect-
actually almost won. This almost won a Nickelodeon Teen Choice Award, actually.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, this was a
Incredible.
big. This was a big one. This was one of those like love songs that high schoolers really just wiggle their finger to. It was big for us.
That's. I completely believe that this song is great.
Mm.
The music
And,
video for this pops off.
Thanks. The
This map-
animator for that is so talented.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
The
Like,
music
it's
video is
accurate.
so good. We're gonna see it in the background here. And the map is by Regimago, difficulty name Tragic Love Overdose. And you might remember Regimago from last year. Regimago mapped 2004 Breakup. So Regimago making a return in mapping The Gentleman.
Oh,
2004 Breakup was so good that we thought that, hey, Regimago, can you just map another one in kind of a similar way with Perfect Oblivion? Make it maybe a little harder. And here we have it. It's a force mod map. We have a bit of buffering here, a bit of lag.
Tournament
And,
client. I mean, that's the only time it's done it, which I'm actually kind
Yeah,
of surprised.
I'm actually
by.
impressed that we haven't gotten any lag before that. This is also one of my favorite maps.
Yeah, this
it
map is-
starts slow, as we can hear, but it gets so insane, and I love it. It's so good. Ooh, Zudinator with a raid.
Hey, thanks, Zudi.
One of the players of the tournament, by the way.
Ooh, yeah, congrats
If she did
Zudinator for
qualify.
qualifying to winner's bracket, actually. Very nice. But now the song's kind of starting picking up here. So yeah, Zudi's gonna be the one playing these maps. I imagine she'll be going hidden hard draw on this one. I love that line, by the way, Charlie. Good writing.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to rhyme something with car, so I had to find a car that like Windstar. So I had to look that up. I never actually heard of that model before. The animator's actually the same guy who made Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine and dies.
Really?
Yep, same guy.
That's
Are you for
actually
real?
crazy.
That's
Yep.
crazy. Wow. Oh my god. That's some crazy trivia right there.
Oh, he's so talented. He's so unbelievably talented.
But yeah, we just saw one of the hard parts right there. So this map, as you can expect from the song, it has some parts that are more intense, and some parts that are a little slower, as we can see right now. And those intense parts get very intense. This map is actually really hard, which I'm happy about, because a lot of these gentleman songs, they aren't exactly like meant for rhythm games, so they're not meant to be super intense. But
Yeah.
Rage Maigo made it happen, and this map is so clean. It's so good. I'm super impressed by it. One of my favorite maps in the pool, which I did not expect. No offense, because this is not a rhythm game song, and
Yeah,
it's just still so good.
They really did a great job of making this look like it fits in a rhythm game. It actually looks much more difficult than I would have expected.
Yeah, really good stuff from Rage Maigo. Looks like we have a little more buffering here.
No, that was not
But
buffering. They
Okay, yeah, the map
because the
extended.
buffering and the map swapped a bit early
Right.
ahead of time. But
Right.
you didn't really miss too much.
Yeah, that was the
pretty
ending right there.
standard map.
Yeah, a bit of lag there, but we'll be moving on to Story of Hope, sung by Yuya Yuppe and map by Mirage. This is the Mirage alt map you've all been waiting for. And oh my god, it's the Mirage alt map.
Yeah, we saw the Satin alt map in Pool C earlier. This is its counterpart in Pool B, mapped by Mirage. 140 BPM, so 10 BPM lower than what we saw from Satin, but still very much difficult, very hard.
And yeah, this is an alt map, so we saw a lot of geometry from Satin. Mirage does use some geometry, but Mirage mapping is a little more freeform than Satin. Satin is quite strict. So a lot of the angles here are going to be changing a lot. As you saw right there was a bit of a stack there, and then it changed the angle. Pretty hard stuff. Mirage alt map's very popular. You might know, I believe it is of the Tokyo Ghoul anime opening Unravel. There's a very good Mirage map. It is a cover by Looksha, but same song. You might be familiar with that one.
That song's an absolute banger.
This is quite similar in terms of mapping. So, fans of that map are going to be liking this one. And yeah, we got some Vocaloid representation in the poll. We got Meguri no Luka singing. Well, quote unquote singing. In the background here. And ooh, Boshiman hits that. Didn't talk about that.
Well,
And then
this
he
is
goes
where the
straight
map starts getting really hard, so unfortunately that combo's not going to be lasting very long, but hey, that was a pretty nice pattern fit from here. But yeah, you can sort of just see where the general difficulty of this map lies, and it comes primarily from just the cursor control required, once again, for a lot of these types of patterns. Changing variable spacing pretty much throughout the entire pattern. Make it very difficult to actually hit these properly.
It's actually really intuitive to play. I'm a huge fan of Mirage alt maps. I play this map a lot. This was one of my most played maps when I was testing the pool. It's so fun to play. If you're capable of playing maps like these, I do recommend trying it once it gets uploaded, unless it has been already. You can open the game and play this because it is super fun, and I really look forward to seeing this in the tournament.
Do you think this is going to be more of a common pick?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely going to be. I'm pretty much convinced this is going to be one of the more accessible picks in the pool, and we're seeing that with the high scores. Takedo hit that pattern, sure, buddy.
And
That is a hard pattern, by
Washiman
the
no
way.
locked on it, which is unfortunate, but Takedo hit it, so we got to see someone hit it. Takedo's very powerful. So yeah, there are going to be some maps that we're going to see more often than others in tournament. I believe Perfect Oblivion, for example, is a map we're going to see maybe even the most. The CS5 Air 8 force mods are usually the most popular maps in
That makes me
a
happy to
1v1
hear.
tournament. So that map being really good as well, I'm excited to see people play it over
Honestly,
and
I
over again.
think all the gentleman picks are probably going to be played a lot. We still have some more coming up, but
Yeah, we have one more left. We would have mapped more of them if you made more songs. But
Yeah. Yeah, we only released 3 last year.
yeah, we mapped those 3. Of course,
Oh, the
last
other one's
two
really
gentleman
slow.
maps are, well, that one we're playing on double time, so we're all good. That one's sped up. Yeah,
I also had the
Taquito
time
really popped off.
guitar. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, good stuff
Oh, yeah.
from Taquito, getting some really good hits on all of the hard patterns. That was nice.
Anyway, moving on.
Ooh, this, oh my god. I forgot this map was coming up next. Okay, I have
This
to
is all you
prioritize.
now.
Okay, so this is one of those maps that Fiery Rage didn't really test because this is not in his skill set. This map is more so in my skill set, but it's so hard that even I can't play it properly. I can sort of play it, but this map is so hard, and it's crazy. Okay, it says 1,205 BPM. It's not actually, it's just 140. There's like, I think there's a single pattern that there's like that changed a bit. It's not actually 1,205 BPM.
I
It's
will say
140.
like one quick thing about this though. This you do see the star rating there, 6.85 stars. That was actually with the old star rating. With the new one that accounts for sliders being hard to follow, this goes to 8 stars. And yep, this is
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, this one, I didn't think it would go that far. We didn't actually get to test the star rating since it was offline, so you have to use like a calculator for it, and I don't have one. This is the first time I found out this is 8 stars. And I completely understand, because this map is ridiculous. So, it's a bit of an alt map, kind of. Not really, it's more of an awkward aim reading map, but it has some alt patterns. And the sliders, oh my god. So, the gimmick of this map is that there's a slow slider, followed by a really quick one. And it's in the song, so you can hear that there's like this, I think it's a synth, followed by like a, kind of like a trumpet. It's hard to tell what the instrument is exactly. But it's really hard to like first go slow and then go really fast. And it gets amplified to the extreme when we get to the chorus, which is coming up right now. These sliders
These are so long.
half beat and they go across the entire screen,
Holy shit.
and they are ridiculous. So yeah, the way you read those is you listen to the song and then you predict what speed the slider will be based on the song. So you can't really like see. I mean, you can see that the long slider go fast and short slider go slow, but you have to know the rhythm of the song and the instruments used to be able to tell what's coming up next. And we're gonna have another course right now, and it's very hard. The spacing goes to the extreme with some of these jumps. We had to nerf them a bit. We had to, before the fast sliders, we put the circle before them a little closer. And I'm actually very impressed by the two players here, because neither of them are, this is like really neither of their skill set. Like, Watching Man's good at low AR, but he's not exactly like a hidden guy, and Taquito's a hidden guy, but he's not really a low AR hidden guy. So, I'm very impressed with the scores here. Taquito's going wild. Yeah, we're gonna see the last course here. Oh my god. It goes so hard.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit on these big sliders. Oh my lord.
Yeah, these sliders, there's going to be a lot more of these types of weird slider gimmicks throughout these pools, and you're going to see that quite often, I'd say.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
actually very
wait,
excited
what?
for
Is
some of them.
it the next map? Because it's
No,
in Pool
it's
B.
not.
It's not the next.
The next one is the
Hard rock,
one,
right?
yeah, the generic
okay.
hard rock aim pick.
So there's we'll talk about it later. There's a map with not harder sliders, but crazier sliders than that. You'll see what I mean. But now it is Captain 1, Seimei no Tomoshibi, by Imi or Aimi?
I believe it's
Anyway,
Amy.
the final gift. This is hard rock map. This is probably your most basic map that we'll see. Not in like a bad way, but in like this is a very normal song, and it's a very normal map to support that.
Yeah, this is, if you are a tournament player, this is basically what you'd expect from generic aim maps. This is pretty much what you say is what you get. Nothing really too flashy about this map, just a straightforward aim consistency pick, much like what we saw from Parachutes map earlier. Just much more focused on raw aim and not really pattern oriented.
That's right. But yeah, a lot of the Weeb audience is going to be very happy with the song choice. I assume they're going to be happy with a lot of the song choice because OSU is
I love OSU.
OSU anime rhythm game Japan. Fat chest.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Someone in chat asked, and I'm curious as well, did any mouse players qualify?
Yes, Arnold is actually returning.
Oh, okay, good.
So Arnold's going to be coming back, and as far as I know, actually, I'm pretty sure there's more than just Arnold.
I think.
Let me go pull it up real quick.
So yeah, you have to. I sent you the bracket earlier. Did Utami
Not really.
mouse? Like he like
No,
switches around,
Tommy
right?
Actually, I think that might be the only mouse player.
Yeah, there's Arnold, but we did see Arnold in the grand finals last year, so
Yep. People do this shit with the mouse, that's right. I know, it blows my mind too, because when I play OSU, I obviously do mouse, and I actually can't process any of it. I can't move quick enough. I have to play like baby training wheel songs just to even get like finish decent scores. It's crazy to me. Most high-level players use tablet.
we can definitely talk about mouse here because we have a mouse player in the call, Fire Rage.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Wait, what? Oh, I totally forgot you play mouse.
Yeah, no, I
Fuck yeah.
So it is possible to get good with mouse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Angel Sim got rank 1 with mouse. Ikoro, one of the greatest players ever mouse. You know, Fire Rage in the call here, extremely good player, playing with mouse, so you can absolutely do it with mouse. Most people do argue that tablet is objectively better, but it does come down to preference in the end. You know, Boshi Man kind of... I'm definitely gonna curse him here because...
You're gonna jinx him because
yeah, exactly. Because this is a guitar solo and it's like a hard part. So yeah, true.
Both hitting that huge jump before the break here, though.
I like this spinner. We have like the default spinner background. I think that might have been a mistake. We might have forgot to add a spinner thing there on top of the default one. But if that wasn't a mistake, we'll fix it. I kind of like it though. But yeah, this. Oh yeah, Charlie, I need to hear it because we haven't actually talked too much. The graphics for this tournament. What do you think?
I think they're absolutely amazing. I was bringing up the spinner earlier, but it was during one of the games. I think the spinner is so cute. That spinner is so absolutely adorable. The entire production here, from graphics to everything, is just top notch. I think you and the whole team did an incredible job of getting all of that together.
Thank you.
And crushed it.
Yeah, most of the credit goes to the artist Skull Chimes, I believe Skull Chimes on Twitter. Go follow them. They just post artwork all the time, and a lot of this exactly in this style. I was very happy with the decision to pick Skull Chimes for the artwork here. Skin is made by Scubdomino, Trigonoculus, and myself. Scubdomino did most of it. I did some of the elements. And then we have Trig, who did the mod icons. And then for production, we have Trigonoculus again. We have Koak, Trizy, Chilier paired up lightly, and of course we have Dio, the streamer, who is streaming this right now. Thank you, Dio. Kind of saved us. We needed a backup because Chilier's sound card wasn't working. So thank you, Dio, for coming in clutch. Appreciate it. But next map. It's going to be Crazy Soldier, again by Kinema 106, so the same artist who did Imperial Parade, the Daramok map earlier. And this is going to be very fast. This might be the fastest map in the entire map pool.
This is the fastest map in terms
This
of
is the
burst
fastest
length.
map
This
in the
is 285 BPM, or the length, or not the length, BPM, or the speed on these bursts that you're going to be seeing here.
The background is still the...
Okay, this is the first. There we go. That's the client I've been looking for.
Oh yeah, that's the tournament client we've been waiting
That's
for.
the tournament client I know and love. There we go. Now there's the actual map.
It honestly, it went a lot better than last time. I remember last time we were trying to get things set up, the tournament client was being such a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of it helps that we kind of set it up shoddily last time. Like, we helped you set up like OBS like a few hours before the tournament. But this time we had a bit more time to do it, so we had some time to hone the production. We're using a slightly different version of Tournament Client, and we just have more consistent settings and all that. But
This map is fast, by the way.
this map is fast. And we actually have to buff this map. Fire Rage is not the only test player. We had both Sawada and FG Sky, both of which can play this map. I tried playing this map with Easy on. I could somewhat do it. I could get like a B rank, but it's so fast, and Fire Rage and Sawada wanted us to buff it, so they had to lose and buff the map, and now it's like 8 stars.
I'm always on the side of making things more difficult, so good shit, Fiery.
I hope you don't eat your words, because
I mean, there was.
there's a map coming. There's a map coming. I'm scared. That map haunts my
am
dreams,
so ready.
unironically.
I'm so ready. I'm actually so ready for that map.
Uh,
But yeah, this is the straightforward speed pick. A lot of triples in this one. A lot of burst. If you can go fast, this is the map for you.
This is the fast aim speed DT map. It's really nice. I like this map. Lucent, good mapper. If you're ever... This is, I think, a mistake that a lot of newer players make. They look for songs they like, which I completely understand. Of course, you want to play the songs you like. But when you are playing a rhythm game, you of course want a good level. That's kind of important. So, if you're lucky, a song that you like has a good map out of it. But a really efficient way to find good maps is to go for good mappers. And Lucent has a lot of maps, and they are all very good. And they are all quite straightforward, super high quality. I absolutely recommend checking Lucent out.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you, Nenero, because we're going to be getting into the map. And the artist is all you really need to go off on this one.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah, we got Bill Warts. I saw some people, when Bill Warts was announced as featured artist, I saw a couple of people, I hope we get a Bill Warts song. And this map is...
And you can see in the BPM and the length, this map is so weird, it literally broke the settings that we use for
the overlay. Yeah.
For the overlay. It actually broke the overlay.
Yeah, so as you can
we
see,
had to program that in.
Yeah, we had to program and type. Hehe, who is also known as Handsome/Marcus, does mapping commissions, by the way, check them out. This map broke the overlay, and you'll see soon why. Because this map it's what you would expect from Bill Warts. It's kind of weird.
I just want to ask you right now, Charlie. Do you know the slider? Do you think you know the concept of the slider in this game?
I like to think that I have a decent handle on it, but I feel like the way you're hyping this up is it's gonna completely like melt my understanding of the universe or some shit.
Well,
That's correct, because we are going to do some time travel right now.
let's get into it.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of buffering here, because tournament client. This is not the map. I mean, it could be the map. Okay, so
Oh, well,
as
there you go.
saw
Yeah,
here-
you see the fun slider there. You got to
Right.
see one of them.
Alright, so a little bit of buffering. So Pecora, don't pick the next map yet. Pecora, our referee. So you don't actually have to follow sliders in OSU. You can just skip straight to the end. On some sliders, you actually have to hit slider ticks, and you have to get a 300 at the end if you want the 300. So you only have to just go straight from the start to the end. As you can see, the slider it does a thing where it goes like it teleports. It actually goes around the play field, so it goes like off screen and then it goes back. But we can pretend it, warps. Yeah, the universe is really starting to shake right now.
There's also a thing that Neonero neglected to mention. There are also notes that are consecutively placed on top of each other, so that requires both of your keys to be pressed at the exact same time in order to hit those properly.
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
is
We
why
have
you're
a
seeing quite
double
low
tap.
accuracy.
Right, here we have a double tap section. We just missed it, but yeah, you have to hit both of your keys at the same time, which most players aren't comfortable doing. Like, this map isn't necessarily hard, but it's so unusual that none of the players in this tournament are actually comfortable playing these kinds of maps because they're so rare. So we made it a bit easier. Or, well, it's not exactly easy. It's kind of hard. But it's...
Neonero actually wanted to make this harder.
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I wanted the double taps to be on the slider end circle, so you'd have to tap two different locations at the same time. But Fiery and Dada said no, because they're sensible people, unlike me.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't sound possible. You're giving them a task that no one would complete. That's so brutal. I like that.
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad you're on my side, Charlie.
I always err on the side of make shit as unbelievably, unfathomably silly stupid as possible. Just because I think that's entertaining.
I hope you'll say that again after the map after this.
I probably will. Even if it literally like reaches out from the computer and punches me in the face, I'd say like good choice. That shit slaps.
It's gonna do that.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do that. You said the Jenny map was the hardest map in the pool, Neonero.
It was one of the hardest maps.
I want to contest that.
I do not argue with what you're gonna say. So this map literally haunts my dreams. I had a bad nightmare about this map because I was nervous that it would be too hard. The one that's coming up. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed Slowdown. Slowdown by Bill Wirtz. Great
Now
map.
let's get into some good old-fashioned metal music, mapped by one and only the man himself who mapped The Deceit last year. It's Mazarin. That's the wrong one.
Wrong one. This might be
There
might
it
have been
is.
better, but okay. So we had to nerf this map. It's still by far the hardest map in the pool. I would say it's 8.51 stars with the old star rating. I think it's even higher with the new one. It's 5 minutes long. It's 250 BPM and a betrayal, unforetold, unholy treachery tourney version by Inferi. Can we have some, what's the gotcha emote where the guy goes like, where the guy head bops? What's that one?
Oh,
Gotcha base.
yeah,
Gotcha
gotcha
base.
base.
That's
Gotcha
the
base,
one.
yeah.
This
I
is
couldn't
very
remember
much a gotcha base kind of song. But, okay, so Charlie, have you ever heard of Mazarin?
Did they do Flesh God Apocalypse?
Yeah.
They did the Deceit, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Deceit map that we saw that literally no one could play, and this is basically the effective sequel to that.
So
Okay, I was even gonna ask that not too long ago. If we have a Flesh God Apocalypse adjacent song here.
Well, here it is.
here it is. So last year the Deceit had a problem. You could double tap it, which is pressing 2 keys at the same time. So I told Mazarin late last year, okay, Mazarin, hear me out. I want the Deceit, but I want it so that you can't double tap it. So you make the stream spaced and super hard.
Jesus Christ! I don't think is anyone gonna pick this, or would this just be like a?
There will
Like a
be
meme
people who
thing.
pick this, but neither player will do good, I think. Because
Yeah, this is...
it's map hard. Let's go Boshi Man with the double taps. He's trying his best, even though it's not gonna work.
This is the pick that you would go for if you're very comfortable on speed and you just want to go for something that would be a pretty much free point against literally anyone.
Yeah, our
That is
test
not-
player Sawada, who's very good at speed, got 80% on this map, which is very impressive.
Oh my lord, that's pretty good.
That's actually pretty good. There's the unnerfed version, which you can play when this map is uploaded. It says tourney version on the difficulty. There's a version of the map that's mostly the same. That map Sawada got 60% on. But it's only slightly harder. It's just harder in like... The easier one is intuitive more. It's more intuitive. The streams aren't as long. They're still very long.
Not like it really matters because
It's not
as
like
we're
it matters
speaking-
because it's this map hard. This map is dumb. Sorry. I'm sorry for unleashing this map.
I like
yeah,
it.
you have-
Flesh God.
This is my fault. Like,
Look
I
you
let
up.
Mazarin out of the cage, and he made this, and it's brilliant.
You've
Like, I
unleashed
really
a
want to
handful
have
of
like a pet
blocks.
centipede. That's like my dream pet, and I think this is kind of like that.
That's psychopath energy. Jesus Christ, yeah, that that needs like professional help.
I mean, I don't disagree with that statement after seeing this map. I'm not gonna lie. This is
Yeah, this
ridiculous.
goes on for 5 minutes. Maybe I should have had him pick a shorter version of the song.
Well, I mean, you wanted to stick to having
Oh, yeah.
this be the Deceit sequel, so
Yeah, this is the Deceit sequel, so... I
this
mean,
is
This is,
the
I'm-
Deceit without double tapping. So no one is getting good scores on this now, instead of
Yeah.
the occasional somewhat cheese score.
I love this map. It's really good. Like, you hear the song and you're like, yeah, this map makes sense. It's just, you know, it's a little intense.
Hold on a minute though, Boshi's climbing.
Yo, Boshi kind of speed mode right now.
Yeah, he's climbing.
Yo! Wait, Boshi was like actually hitting those bursts, like he wasn't double tapping. Yo, Boshi, man.
Look at this guy play speed.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yo, 56% God mode? Let's go. Boshi, man. That's actually very impressive that he's hitting those. This map is messed up.
Yeah, we could literally just go on and on about how messed up this map is. By far, this is the hardest map in the pool. Like, there's no contest for me. This map is
I mean,
absolutely the hardest.
it's hardest, like, objectively, but there is a map in the last pool, Pool A, that is kind of like the opposite of this map, and we're gonna get to it. But I wonder if we're gonna see higher or lower accuracies on that one. I think we're gonna see higher from Boshi map at least.
I
don't
think
know how
I know
good
what
technique
map
is.
you're talking about. And I think
Yeah.
in general, yeah, that map is way easier than this.
Yeah, in general that map is way easier than this, but... Alright. The outro. Yeah. What do you think, Charlie?
I like that a lot. I think that's a really appropriate sequel to Flesh God Apocalypse to Deceit.
I'm glad.
A casual 400 miss.
That's pretty good. Hey, that ain't bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I will tell you that much right now. But that's going to do it for Pool B. Getting into the last pool now. I think we're going to have them take a little break after that, though. Not really sure they want to play Pool A immediately after playing that.
If they don't want to have a break, it's fine. Okay, they're going to take a 2-minute break. And, yeah. Yeah, I asked Boshiman and Taquito whether they wanted to play all 3 pools or we should have different players for each of the pools.
And they said they want to tough it out and do all of them?
They want to tough it out and do all of them, which is
so commendable.
So, because these maps are crazy. It's. I was surprised when they said that, and I was very happy because we don't have to swap players now, so we can. There's less hassle, and Boshiman and Taquito are so good. They placed pretty high in the qualifiers. They got top 40.
That's pretty good. That's nice. So I guess that's a good time to ask, who are the big power players people should expect to see on Saturday?
Right, so we actually have the bracket ready. It's not yet on the website because it only just ended, 2 hours before the showcase, so we didn't have time to put it together. But we have it ready. I made a stuffed spreadsheet, and I can go through the matchups right now since we have a little bit of a 2-minute break.
I will mention a few players in particular. Well, the obvious ones are the returning ones that we saw from last year that everyone liked to hype up. MREC and White Cat are back. So both of those players are back. Arnold as well, the previous Grand Finals, is back. One of the more notable up-and-comers is Utami from SoCal, as a matter of fact.
Returning from last year.
Did he play last year?
He did. He was pretty highly seeded, actually, but got upset. I think he got, from my memory, if my memory serves me correct, he got 9th. Which
that's still a great performance.
Yeah, but Utami, the first seed of the tournament right now. Utami has leveled up since last year. So we're going to see Utami, and also returning from last year are intercambing, the intercambing method, as well as Bartek. But we also have some new names that weren't last year. Maybe not new names. Didn't mention Zudinator. Zudinator is returning as well. She's in winner's bracket. But yeah, as for players who weren't last year, we have Levorushin, Malijevsky, Exarch, Archer, Lolol234, amazing name, Lifeline, Suwagi, and Badu. Congratulations to Badu for qualifying. I'm very excited to see Badu.
I actually completely forgot about Malijevsky. He's also another one of the favorites.
Yeah. But hey, speaking of favorites, we have a fan favorite map here.
Well, this is essentially the sequel to High Score that we saw last year. That was mapped by Fort, or better known now as CS Megapop. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, this is the sequel to that map, High Score, that we saw. And this is just a name map.
It's Fort. Fort is... Okay, so you know the stereotypical gamer aesthetic.
Oh, absolutely. I literally smell like a stereotypical gamer right now.
Yeah, so you have, 8-bit sounds, you have MLG effects, the neon colors, with RGB, whatever, gaming. Fort is the gaming of mapping.
Oh, okay. So the peanut butter and jelly then.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why you agreed with me. I just said some nonsense, but I'm glad you agreed.
I agree with that. Don't worry, I agree with everything. I'm the yes man here.
Hey.
Okay, so if we listen closely, to power up this gamer energy, if you listen to the hit sounds, we see a lot of
I don't actually
those aren't
think
part of the songs.
I don't think the custom hit sounds are enabled on this.
They are. They're just slightly quiet. They are. I can hear some toasty. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean
Not
now.
all of those sounds that you hear are from the song. Those are hit sounds that Fort put in, because Fort being Sias Miaka the mapper, also known as Fort, likes these weird and wacky hit sounds that have that incredible gamer aesthetic, and they are so fun. I hate to play with them because they are distracting, but they are so fun, and I can just watch them being played right now by Bashiman and Takedo. And this map just exudes this raw gamer energy, and I love it.
This
Definitely
does sound
gonna
like
be-
very mid-2000s. I like that.
And now we get to the guitar solo, quote unquote, of this type of music. Oh, you definitely heard a little toasty there. That's part of the hit sounds. It's so awesome. Washiman kind of going mode on this section, by the way. We're getting into the last hard part right now. But yo, these jumps. Yo.
Yeah, this is the aim pit. I think this is going to be another one of the maps that we're probably going to be seeing quite often.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But from all the mappers that are mapping here, probably the most unexpected and the most hyped up even mapper that we have today is Starrod Kirby 86. We got the real Kirby mix making a map for us, and I am so happy about it. I cannot stay still because we have Starrod Kirby 86 making a map of Rabbit House's Fleur de la Fin Chaotic Dream Festival. Difficulty named Chaos, and this map is ridiculous. It's 8 stars.
Yeah, when you hear the words, if you're an OSU player and you hear the words Kirby Mix and 8 stars, you kind of shake in your boots a bit. I was playtesting this quite a bit. I had to actually, notably, I had to go and like pretty much nerf this to the ground because as it was just way too hard as it was. And even still after those nerfs, it's still pretty hard. I'm pretty sure this is the nerfed version that's being shown here.
Yes. If we had to make a list of the hardest maps in the pool, this would be one of them. This is very reminiscent of Kitsune Squared 3. That is actually Starrod Kirby's newest map before this, as far as I'm aware, and that was made in like 2014. So Starrod Kirby has not mapped in, what, 8 years?
No, he has. There was a NAT custom map.
Oh, right, yes, there was that. There was that one, yes. But Starrod Kirby very rarely maps these days, and I am so happy that we got Starrod Kirby making this, because this map is crazy, and we're getting into the course right now.
Takedo had a great ride to chorus, and now it's just all falling apart in this madness.
Some extra trivia. The artist Rabbit House is actually an OSU mapper as well, a very famous one at that. Similar in fame to Starrod Kirby 86 himself. Rabbit House, also known as DKSSLQJ, also known as Nakagawa Canon. That's right, Freedom Dive Mapper made this song. And we have Kirby Map It, which is very, very iconic. Really interesting collab here. So yes, Rabbit House is actually DKSSLQJ, also known as Nakagawa Canon.
That part
So
is
there's
brutal,
some
by
cool
the way.
trivia. And that part, the breakcore part, that was so cool. That part's brutal. Kind of reminds me of Don't Say Lazy Hard Part, Tag 4 DJ Pop. You know what I'm talking about, part?
Yeah, I know what part you're talking
that
about.
was
I hate
great.
that part.
Oh, I love that part. It's kind of like Hollowing's Tsubaki as well. It's so cool. But it's short map, and I cannot stress this enough. Thank you, Starrod Kirby, for making this. This map is awesome. And it's so cool.
Well, you were fanboying over this map. That's a crazy score by the Taquito, by the way. That's like 200k on that. It's not easy. But you were fanboying over this map. Now I get to fanboy over a map. Oh my god, I love this map. False Noise Hyperlight by Scub Domino. This map is so crazy good. And it uses concepts that you would think just should not play well at all. Like, this, when you see this map, you'll be like, that shouldn't play good. But it does! And it's just, it doesn't make sense! Like, this map, there's only one way to really describe this map, and it's just seeing it for yourself. The sliders in this map are insane. They're unlike anything that I've ever seen before, and I love it.
Are they wackier than the Bill Hurts sliders, the one that go off screen and all that shit?
They're
comparable. I wouldn't say as wacky, but
they're harder to play though.
Okay, that makes sense.
You'll see. These are definitely some of the sliders in this game, and we're going to be getting right into it after the spinner.
So another thing you might have thought about sliders that you might have had a misconception of, Charlie, is that they always move at the same speed throughout the slider.
Oh, okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, I see.
But
I see what makes that so wacky.
There have been some technological advancements in recent years. Shoutouts to mapping tools. Shoutouts to Scub Domino. Because this map changes slider speed in the middle of the slider.
As a player, how do you gauge when it's going to change speed? It seems
From
like...
the song.
Oh, okay. So this is one where you can't read, you have to just go by the song.
That's right.
Gotcha.
So, when it's a really good mapper like Scub Domino, who can communicate the song extremely consistently, you get a very intuitive map based on the song alone. So you don't need to rely on concepts introduced by the map to read it. You listen to the song and it just makes sense. Which I think is really cool. So yeah, you'll hear those wub sounds, and Scub Domino kind of times them according to the sounds in the music. Scub Domino does a lot of music. He does hit sound commissions, so that's really cool. And
I just love this map, man. Like,
go off, Fiery. Just tell him.
This map was one of the few maps that I just absolutely played to death. I completely adored this map. I genuinely just... There was like so little that I could actually say about this. I just loved everything about this. Like, I can't even say anything about it. Like,
it's beautiful.
It's actually beautiful.
Speaking of beautiful, the background made by Scub Domino. Scub Domino, very talented graphic designer as well. And the background as well, made by artist Scub Domino, mapper Scub Domino. So, very impressive. Also, I really like the diff name. I'm kind of a geometry nerd. Dodecahedral. Very cool. Just note that. I didn't mention it.
What does it mean? Dodecahedral. I can't eat. How many sides is that?
That is... that's what, 10?
12.
12,
Yeah.
right. Dodeca is 12, yes. My bad.
Okay.
I'm really hoping this map gets picked so much,
oh yeah,
man.
it will. Yeah, I did call myself a geometry nerd and then embarrassed myself immediately after.
I didn't mean to like call you out. I was just actually curious because I couldn't remember how many sides that would be.
Oh, that's totally on me. That's funny. My bad. It's been a long day. It's 6 a.m.
Well, we're almost done. Only a couple more maps left to
It's
go.
long.
Double Time. This is, I believe, the burst-oriented map in this pool. It's going to be around a 245 BPM burst map on this. What do you have to say about this, Nanero?
So, Neva, very known for mapping streams. You could say the modern incarnation of Angel Honey goes to Matrix, but Neva definitely in that same ballpark. Neva, very cool mapper, very good at mapping like these old style streams in a modern way, and we see this in Double Time. So, Asahina Yu and Orange Gentle. Emotional Bringback. This is a really nice song, has a lot of streams. And this map go fast. It go brrr.
I cannot believe you just said that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
This reminds me of Flight of the Bumblebees, but more like the weed version of it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good comparison.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, these speed maps are absolutely brutal.
This one might be one of the few maps that we will see full combos on. We have some crazy speed players. We got Emrek, we got Arnold. And this is exactly what they like to play. It's super fast. Slightly hard to read, but it's just... Look at those streams, they go so fast. Neither player here exactly a speed player, so
They're not having the best of times, but they
not
are
having the best
trying.
time, but
They're trying, and that's what matters.
valiant effort. Boshiman hitting some of these streams, Takedo following suit. Very respectable. Of course, they have to play these... Oh, a Moga slider, by the way. I pointed that one. I just cannot unsee that.
My eyes are rolling in the back of my head right now.
I actually
Sorry
didn't
about
even. I didn't even see that even closely resembling it.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you there. I think it is very forced comparison.
No. Whatever. I lose. Okay, here's the hard part. Has really nice, so it goes... Yeah, there's a stack, and then there's like a nice pentagon, like a flower shape. Really cool patterns from Neva. Very much like the way he uses the curves on the end of sliders to make some nice overlaps. And blankets. So, really nice map by Neva. Very clean. This is one of the cleaner maps that we have. It's... Oh my god, I didn't even know that before. Okay, so Neva just spelled CPMC with the sliders there, and I did not know that until now.
Well,
Right at the end,
wait,
it said CPMC with sliders. He wrote it. I didn't actually know that until now. That's so cool.
that's so adorable. Huge catch. Did you see that in the chat, or did you just pick up on it while we were watching it?
It was right at the end there. I did pick up as we watched it. Kind of hard to notice. Oh, Dada's in the chat, the other person in the two-person map pool team with me, and he apparently told me, and I either forgot or didn't see his message. So...
Hey, we got there in the end, though, baby.
We got there in the end. I'm glad I got to notice it for myself. But hey, Ice Cult. Thank you, Ice Cult.
Yeah, Ice Cult. The only mapper.
Yeah.
You can go.
The only mapper to make two maps, as Fire was about to say. So we had one mapper unfortunately drop out because of, well, he lives in Russia and something happened in the last 6 months involving that. So he didn't really want to do anything anymore. So Ice Cult thankfully stepped in and made the map for us. This is not the map that was replaced. That's the other Ice Cult map. This is Last Noble Flame. It is a Force Mod map. And this is a Force Mod alt. It is, I believe, the only CS3 map we have in the pool. Plural.
Yeah,
So we
the
don't
circles
actually have
on this are big.
big circle.
Like even with Hard Rock, as you see Bashi taking Hard Rock on this, the circle size is just about what you'd see from most normal maps from this pool. It's
Yeah.
around 4.
Yeah, I believe it is 3.9, so even slightly larger than larger in size, smaller in value. If that makes sense. The lower the value, the bigger the circle. And this is an alt map, and it has some. It's very snappy, and that's what Ice Cult is good at. Ice Cult makes these really nice. Really, it feels good when you hit them. They're hard, but when you hit those Ice Cult patterns, they just. You just feel power, and that's nice. I really like this map. It plays super well.
Bashi's really nailing this one. Is this more of like Bashi's bread and butter, this kind of map?
Yeah, this is definitely
Okay.
what I'd argue he's probably best known for. And this is also, I'd say, one of the easier maps in the pool, so definitely something that will probably be picked up quite a bit throughout a lot of the matches.
This is more of a tournament map.
Okay,
Because
that
a
makes
lot of
sense.
the maps here aren't necessarily like, well, of course they've been made for this tournament, but they don't like follow normal tournament map conventions. This one definitely does. This is like, you would see this kind of map in a tournament. And Washi Man with a very unfortunate break. Yeah, he was
that is so
dumb.
sad. But yeah, it's pretty much what we've seen from the other alt maps, from the Satin and Mirage alt maps. This is a lot of cursor control involved in this.
Yeah.
Just general aim consistency.
So the 3 alt maps I could say can put into they're different in a number of ways. So we have the Satan map, which is very symmetrical, very straightforward to read. There's a lot of flow aim in there, but there's also a lot of hard snapping, but not necessarily anything uncomfortable. Then we have the Mirage map, which uses a lot of very high spacing, but linearly. Sudden uses a lot of high spacing and snapping and lower spacing and linear. Mirage had a lot of linear spacing, and this one just has really awkward angles, so you can't really say it's linear and you can't really say it's snappy either. So this is kind of the middle ground between the two in like the way it plays. And also, if Satan is the most geometric, Mirage is in the middle, and this is the least geometric of the 3 alt maps. So we have some variety in here sprinkled in between the pools. In the sort of maps that are similar, they're also different. And this one's force mod, the other 2 were free mod, which means you have to pick a mod on this one. Probably Hidden or Hard Rock, and the others are most likely going to be seen only with no mod. But hey, really good score from Blushy Man. That 4-100, 700 combo, that's very impressive.
If it wasn't for that unfortunate miss, that would have been absolutely nutty, actually. That would have been a really good showcase here of huge performance.
But hey, guess what? Inferi is back.
Yeah, this isn't Mazarin, though, so maybe this one's like actually doable by a human being.
This
Oh, it
this
is.
one is doable by a human being, but this one hurts your hands more.
Longer streams on
The
this
streams
one,
are
but
so long. They are like over 100 notes. With Mazarin, the longest stream was maybe like 36 notes, I believe. Which is a lot, but this one goes on. And it just doesn't stop. It does not stop. And it's crazy.
I'm glad metal songs get love on the OSU community. It fits so well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's quite a large metal mapping scene. Like we saw a lot of the prominent mappers here in this tournament. Elchir being one of them, and we saw Mazarin and LMT. So if you want to play some metal songs in OSU, the best thing you can do is just search up the mappers who make metal songs. So LMT, Mazarin makes a lot of the impossibly hard ones, but LMT might be a good choice. So if you ever want to play some metal songs in OSU, check out LMT or Elchir, who is the mapper of this. And these streams go on very long. It just doesn't stop.
You might think that this is very hard, which it is, but as you can see from Bashi actually hitting that section, I did not think Bashi was able to hit that. What happened? Okay, I guess Bashi just improved his speed, because I was genuinely not expecting him to actually hit that. He is doing surprisingly well on this.
I feel like most speed players are going to do super well on this pick.
Absolutely.
This one seems a lot more doable.
Yeah, this one's most focused on the stamina.
Yeah.
So this is a stamina pick to its core. So some players might even be more comfortable on the Mazarin map, relatively, than on this one. But because this one is so hard on the stamina, like your fingers are dying when you play this. Some players can do it. I can't.
This is basically the split of the Deceit. The speed aspect of Deceit was in one aspect of the pool in Pool B with the Mazarin map. This is the stamina aspect of the Deceit.
Absolutely. That's a good way to put it, Fire.
Bashi's doing pretty well for not being a speed player.
I genuinely am actually kind of impressed with him right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I did not know Bashi was had this.
Like, when was he able to do this? When was he able to do this? I actually don't know.
This is like when Wowie got rank 1 on the C hit and hard rock on Ishida. I did not. Did he? I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know.
It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't rank 1, but still very high doing. This is like that. I did not expect Bashi to do this well on Ophidian form, because Bashi is not a stamina player. Like, we're to see players like Arnold just go absolutely hog wild. Yeah, there's
on this as well.
There's a couple of really good players. Do we have like any full-on stamina names in like the tournament? Like, we have players that are good at this, like, you know, White Cat and Emrak can obviously play this. You know, so can like Utami, I believe, on the Jets.
I'm not too sure about mains. I'd say Utami's probably the closest that comes to it.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of players who are like decent at this kind of map. Maybe not, you know, the hell map level of stamina. There's a lot of players that just go wild and play maps like this all day and just tap. Their wrists are something else. Shoutouts to the Kush Van Man. Check out the Kush Van Man live clips. Very good channel with clips of maps like this. Shoutouts. And oh my god, this Bashi Man, like, Bashi Man's not a stamina player, but neither is, like, Takedo is showing, like, what I thought Bashi Man would be doing. Like, Takedo's not a stamina player. Like, he's absolutely struggling, understandably so, because his fingers are dead.
Dude, what is Bashi on? When did he...
When did Bashi Man get this good? I'm very surprised.
When did he get this good, actually? Like, when did this
I think
happen?
he surprised himself. He just put W2F there in letters. What the fuck? Bashi Man. He's just... he does not stop. He's so good. Wait, Bashi
Maybe
Man.
this is the beginning of his climb to the top.
This is the beginning of the Bashi speed arc, and I'm not ready for it.
Dude,
Oh my god.
we live in Bashi Man.
Oh, he just got that entire last section. Let's go.
That was actually crazy.
I like that. That was cool. And here's the other Ice Cult map. This is what Jonesan was supposed to map, but because of the war, he had to drop out. It's Ad Astra by Fractal Dreamers. Fractal Dreamers is Hellblind and... Or is it just Hellblind? I think it was a collab artist.
I would not remember, to be honest, but yeah.
One of them is Hellblind. And Hellblind, I'm sure a lot of people know Hellblind. Hellblind and his wife. That's right, yeah. So Hellblind and his wife together are Fractal Dreamers. This map is Adastra, mapped by Ice Cult, and I'd say a very comparable map to this is Kami no Kotoba. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that one. Kami no Kotoba.
There's, in a general sense, to put it in more general terms, this is a map pick that's density is its central component, as well as a lot of awkward aim, which, when combined, make this very difficult to actually play properly. So unless you're very well versed in the hidden mod, this is going to be something that you're probably going to be struggling quite a bit with.
And here we have it starting. We're going to get some of the first jumps. And these jumps are brutal. They just don't stop. And okay, that was one of the easier sections. It's like a build-up, but it's
Yeah,
start
that's
like
not the hard part.
That's not the hard part. But this is like, if OSU maps could be funny, this could be one of them, because there are some funny clips from people playing maps like these. Because you think you'd be hitting these circles, and you're like trying your best to just hit circles, but you're not, and all you see is misses. There's some. I'm not going to name names because it's, there's some a little more embarrassing clips, but I'm sure people who know who I'm talking about. There's some funny clips, which are very funny, of maps like these. And I shouldn't say this, but I kind of hope we see one of those clips in the tournament. Just for the comedic value, because they are...
Do you think the odds are high though? Like, I feel like with the people that qualified, almost no one's gonna be making many mistakes, unless this map really is just kind of nutty.
This map is kind of nutty. Both players are quite good at this kind of map. So
yeah, both of the players here.
Taquito kind of hitting these jumps though. This is a hard section, so he might miss like right now. But
nope, he is going in. He is going in.
Yo, let's go Taquito. Taquito kind of hit that section.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't miss there. He's kind of going in right now. There's still one more hard section in this map, though. And I'd say by far probably the hardest part. We'll see if he can continue his streak here. But yeah, a lot of stop and go, jump, aim, pretty much is the main central aspect of this. Requires pretty much what we've always said. A lot of cursor control.
Wow,
which is
Taquito.
quite obviously the theme for a lot of... Yeah, like, what is he doing right now?
Taquito? He's controlling his aim very well right now. Taquito, you're supposed to miss.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. This map is very hard. Miss, please. We're supposed to showcase the maps being hard. Don't make them look easy. Because this map's so hard.
Yeah, that is, I think, the highest score we've seen so far in the showcase.
Shout out to Abyssal, great player in the chat right now. Shout outs. Love you, Abyssal.
It was him. It was Neonero, Abyssal. I had nothing to do with this.
Shout outs, man. Love your content. It's great.
That's so wholesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm being very wholesome right now.
Yeah, I can actually hear you smiling right now. That was so sweet.
Yeah, that was Astra. That was a really cool map by Ice Cult. Thank you, Ice Cult, for making 2 maps in the pool. Standing in. And finally, anime! Yes! I love Nanahira a whole lot. Finally.
This is the most annoying song in the pool.
This is the best song and the most calming. This is what I use to fall asleep.
What is wrong with you?
How is that possible? To this?
I don't. It was a joke, but
What?
Okay.
it's like I would if I it's a little too intense, but Nanahira's soothing voice is very beautiful.
Dude.
All right.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it.
So we have Camellia featuring Nanahira. Nanahira being the singer, Camellia being the track. It's versus Map by Snownote, another, let's say a favorite of a certain few. Snownote, probably the most perfect mapper. And perfect, I mean, like, his maps are so clean. They just... they're so good. I love Snow Nut. But anyway, this is like a hard rock jump map with some burst and streams mixed in. Lots of Ayaya fans in the chat here. Nana here, a huge fan favorite for the weebs.
So far, of every song we've had, I think this is by far the most weeby.
Oh,
Nice.
I think this is as far as the weebiness goes.
Yeah, Nana here is like
Yeah.
the peak. So, okay, there's
Yeah, no, the remaining
There's
three
some-
songs are...
there's some obscure anime peak stuff that we don't talk about. And Nana here is like up there. But
This is
this
for
map,
everyone that loves anime.
7.15 stars without hard rock. So this is like 7.9 stars with hard rock. So this is a very hard game map.
Yeah, general consistency on this one. There's a lot of 200 BPM streams as well in addition. So, not just the aim aspect to worry about.
Yo, Bashi, kinda hitting these streams. Aura's here. Get the square! Oh, let's go, Bashi! Yeah, squares, famously difficult patterns. Because, like, the angle is rough, but you can't, like, keep going either. So if you keep going in, like, a flow sort of shape, you end up drawing a circle around the square. But if you snap, it's really hard because the angle is, like, tight. So squares, traditionally very hard patterns because of that.
We also saw one of the triangle patterns there. Those are going to be very hard for a lot of players to hit, I think. Makito was the one that hit it, but Bashi did break on it.
Shoutouts to Snownote for flipping that question mark, because Hard Rock just flipped the map. So you have to map the question mark upside down for it to be flipped correctly on Hard Rock. So thank you.
God, I just want this song to be over with, man. I can't stand Anna here. I don't understand how people... I don't get it.
I
It's so
listen to
bad.
Nana Hero.
It's so bad.
One of my
It's
favorite songs to listen to right now, for actually been for a while, is Nana Hero song. Don't listen to Nana Hero often, but that one in particular, so good. Angelic voice, truly.
Sure. Whatever you say, dude.
I'm out here repping the weebs in the chat.
Hey, someone's got to, brother.
Someone's got to.
Oh my god. Mosquito now with the high con. I'm going to keep my mouth shut for the remainder of this map pool showcase.
It makes them stronger, I'd argue. If you can play through a Fiery Rage curse, you can play through anything.
So true. I'm so glad we get to listen to 5 minutes of Nana Hero.
Is this one of her longest songs?
She does do like marathon, so like 6-minute songs sometimes. But a lot of them are like 3 minutes.
Okay. So we went right in between her norm and her marathon.
Absolutely, yeah. This one might have less weave appeal than other Nana Hero songs because it has that Camellia sort of electronic vibe along with it. There are some like Nana Hero more like solo songs, so this one has like these rhythm game samples with like, yeah, Camellia electronics music. But you could say that's a different kind of weave. So maybe this is like combined two weaves into one.
Well, that's going to do it for this map, pretty much.
Oh, I felt like it was gonna end 5 different times there. Holy shit! They had like 8 different moments where I was like, "That's probably the song right there," and it kept going. That was kind of wild.
Camellia tends to do that a lot, I think, on quite a number of songs. But in the home stretch now, last 3 maps. starting off with the next Hard Rock map. That was the first Hard Rock map in the Pool A. This is the second one. This is the precision-oriented one. This is where you have to bust out your glasses to see the circles.
Yeah, this is the Fongen map. People have been waiting for this one. Fongen, very famous mapper. He's been mapping for, what, over 10 years. And he has this, like, objective grasp on a song. He just brings out the emotion of the song so well. And
Oh my
this
God,
map
these
is
tiny.
good at doing that.
Yeah, circle size on this, I believe, is just about 7, if I'm correct on this. So these are very small circles.
Dio coming in here with the chat. It is CS 6.76. Very
Close
small,
enough.
very small circles here, and with the incredibly awkward angles with some of these patterns, that precision kind of gets amplified. But of course, for Boshi Man, this is his bread and butter. This is what Boshi Man came here to do. He came to play this map, and I'm very impressed by his formula. Is he FC?
I believe he is FCing right now. By the way, the reason the accuracies are low on this is because there are a few rhythm changes in this map. Not anything too crazy, and yeah,
Oh,
I was
wow.
kind of expecting that.
Yeah, these parts in the break, they come so like unexpectedly, so you don't have any momentum going into them. So they're like deceptively hard, as we could see there with Boshi Man.
Yeah, like completely unironically, those stop and go sections are probably the hardest part of the entire map, and what we're probably going to be seeing a lot of players break on. Even more so than that, which both players hit.
That was like one of the harder streams, which is crazy because I didn't think those were actually like. There's one coming right now. Okay, they both miss on that. That one's ridiculous. I don't even know the snapping on that. We looked at it with data for like 5 minutes and we tried to figure it out, and we couldn't because, well, Fongen figured it out because it seemed to be accurate, but we just didn't know what the musical like bass snap was there. So I can't tell you. I don't know. I have to ask Fongen or the song composer, because this song is very complicated. It's very jazzy. It's very got that kind of calm feeling to it. Again, okay, those break parts are so hard.
Yeah, like these are actually the hardest parts. These are the simplest parts of the map, but they are the hardest to actually hit in practice.
I'd honestly say Boshi's more of a speed player after what I've seen tonight with that Inferni song. Might be the start of a completely different bread and butter.
Ooh, Boshi. He's expanding his arsenal.
Mm-hmm. He's growing.
Maybe we'll see Boshi Man 742. That's the number, actually. One of the numbers of all time. But yeah, that's going to be the fascinating Cat's Eye. Drowned in the Garden, mapped by Fongen.
Now, into last map, and it's a banger. That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. There it is.
Oh,
Hey, here's the Last Gentleman song, and
God,
what
yeah.
I imagine.
you gotta get the box of tissues out for this one. This is one of those sad ballads.
This is such a good song, and the map complements it really well too.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Hey, I don't know, man. This song is just. It reminds me of what I used to listen to back when I was in like middle school, high school, just around that transitionary period.
That's
Reminds
the
me a lot.
exactly the vibe we were going for. That classic old ballad, like a stone sour looking through the glass almost, but even slower.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I just like the song, and the map is just as good, honestly.
This map by Hobbs 2, in offline maps, uses QCO sometimes, and since this map hasn't yet been uploaded, I believe that didn't change. So this is mapped by Hobbs 2. Love this music video, by the way. It's very...
Can you believe this was in front of a green screen? I actually didn't go outside for this.
Wow.
Mhm.
The editing is just incredible, truly.
Yeah, I'm on a treadmill right now, but it looks like I'm actually walking.
That's very impressive editing. I could not believe it. It's like the sun is like directly pointing at your back, and the shadows are like it's like TV quality lighting. It's very incredible.
It was quite the setup. Yeah, the treadmill actually didn't work, so I'm actually walking in place on a treadmill that doesn't move.
Wait, that's actually nuts, though. What?
I know. I sold it.
Yeah, relatively straightforward on this. Double time added, just so the players don't fall asleep, unfortunately, since, as you said, this is a very slow song. So.
It's a slow ballad. I was very surprised that you guys actually made something like challenging out of it.
And all of that credit goes to Hobbs, the mapper. I did not think that this song would like create this map. There are some really interesting rhythms hidden in this song that Hobbs managed to capture really well. Like you have some of the sliders start from a blue tick, which is not usually what you have, but the song just works with it so well, and it feels so good to play. I'm very impressed by this map and how Hobbs like managed to express the song. Really good. And by the way, shoutouts to Fire Rage for getting a really good accuracy full combo. What do you get, like 600s?
It was, I think, 4 actually, but
4.
yeah, this
Wow.
map is really fun. I love this map.
Fuck yeah, that's good to hear. It sounds good in double time too. This sounds nice.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a Night 4 remix of this in the next Gentleman album.
It sounds miserable. I certainly hope not. Good God.
I think I'm of the opinion that every song with vocals has potential to sound better with Night 4. It's true. It's true. It's true.
I don't
That's
know.
a really
I
hot
left the
take.
weebs in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know
I
about
read
That's
the
a
weebs.
really hot take. I don't know about
But-
that one.
Speaking of hot takes,
This is all you.
2L
This is all you.
leveled
Hero.
down. This is the map. So, star rating is a thing in this game. So, the Mazarin map was 8.6 stars. This one's 4.9, which should mean that this map is easy. It should. But this map is very, very hard. This map is... Well, you can hear from the song, but it's AR3 hidden.
We were, if you wanted to complain about the circles being too fast, Charlie, how about the circles being too slow? Because
Is that possible?
Yes.
This is the approach rate that is typically used for the maps that you were playing, the easy difficulties. We put it on a 5-star map, and this is the result. We also saw
Wait.
hidden on it.
That's genius. Wait, that's so smart. What a creative idea. I like that a lot.
So, as one of the few people who can actually play maps like this, including Boshiman apparently, Boshiman very good at stuff like this. He's been playing maps like this recently, and I was hoping he'd kind of practice this because he's actually full comboing, which I'm very surprised about. And this map, it's just... It goes hard. Especially right now when we get to the chorus. So there are a lot of circles on the screen, and they are hidden for 1.5 seconds approximately before you have to click them, which is a long time. If you remember, there were 330 milliseconds for the Frostmourne map. This one, it's 1.5, and they're hidden. You don't see them.
This is actually so fucking cool. It's slow enough where I'm actually seeing all the notes now, and it's wild.
So,
Yeah,
this
this
is going
is-
to be one of the harder maps for some players, but not all. Yeah, go on, Fire.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the shorter maps in the pool, but this is definitely a map where, if you're comfortable on this type of map, you can sort of see the comfort level just show. And Bashi, that 260k score is honestly kind of incredible with how little warning he had, or little warm up to actually practice this pool. Like that's actually kind of crazy. That's really good. But yeah,
Do it. That is going to do it. That has been the map pool showcase for Charlie's perfect math class. That was a long one.
Yeah, how many songs was that? 33, right?
That was
33.
33. And just before I say anything else, shout outs to first time chatter, Airi, who is probably the best player in the world at maps like this. So shout outs. Just said lol in the chat. That's great. That's great to see that he's watching the showcase. But yeah, that's gonna be it for all of the maps. That was 33 completely never before seen maps by absolutely extremely talented mappers. We've worked on this for 9 months now, total. And it's so fun to have it finally unveiled. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
I think it came out so good. Oh my god, so well. Go ahead, Fiery.
Yeah, I'm so ready to see players just absolutely demolish this pool more than what I would think would be even imaginable. I'm so ready.
Also, shoutouts to the players we had today, Bashi and Taquito. They played 33 straight songs in 2 hours with only 4 minutes of total rest. I think that's also equally as impressive.
That is so insane.
Overall, just a really great showcase. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the referee, Pecora, picking all the maps and making sure everything goes smoothly. Shoutouts to Dio for doing the stream and the production in the background as we commentate here. Huge thank you to Dio. I'm very excited to see Dio commentating next week. And yeah, that's going to be it for the showcase, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, you
We're
guys
going to
wanted
be
to show
watching the music video again, this time in full HD glory.
It's a beautiful music video, too. I think that's a great way of finishing it off. So, final bracket, Saturday and Sunday. It'll be fun. What time does it start? What is the
It starts
start
at
time?
14 UTC, which for Eastern is 10 a.m. And for
I'm gonna be waking up at 7 a.m. for it.
That is either 6 or 7 a.m.
It is 7
7
for West Coast.
Yeah, it's early.
And if you're in Asia, that's going to be very late in the evening. And if you're in EU, it's going to be around 5 p.m., depending on your time zone. So there you go.
Perfect.
It's time, yeah. Go on, Charlie.
Play it. Just play the video. You guys heard the song earlier. You saw a little bit of the video. Let it ride in its full glory. Send us out in style here with a nice bang. No, it's not gonna be a 24-hour stream. Holy Lord. They released this Titans trailer and it's abominable. It's abysmal. Porn parodies are more true to the source material than this one.
Oh yes, fuck that man. Okay. Anyway, not bad. Anyway, let's go. Anyway, yes, let's go. I can't believe it. Yes! He just lost. My fat cock is throbbing. What am I worried about? What am I worried about? This kid is a fucking prophet. I can't believe he just lost. My cock.
Hello. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hands. I don't usually talk with my hands or anything, but
Oh yes. Anyway, not bad.
try to hide it. Trapped with you again, but I'm fine with the way it is. Love is dead and gone since the day you told me you hate me. I guess that's my fate. I still hold on to the memories you threw away. Here's who was. You tell me I'm the one, then drive the speed through my heart. I love the way you hate me. Here's to the one. My friends tell me I'm insane, but I long for the pain. It's never enough. Here's to us. Screaming, I will listen. I'm locked in this prison, cold and broken. I will find a way out. Afraid to walk away, a smile on my face in this nightmare.